Wednesday night, season night. Dana say, Timmy boy, tie it straight. Let's go, let's go.
Pass the bobbin to the left-hand side.
Whoa.
Pass the bobbin to the right-hand side.
Whoa.
TNL season 8 when we ride. Tie the flies and feel that vibe. Whoa. Tie the flies and feel that. Whoa. Yeah. Dana in the studio with that retro flow. Aviators on and the shag lights glow. Tim at the vice with a disco grin. Rolling up sleeves saying let's tie again. Started off strong with the atomic worm. Then the waltz worm giving that body a squirm. A killer bug dancing like an 80s teen. Lady McConnell, midge gliding soft and clean. Gold ribbit hairs here shining up the night. So for compare done looking extra bright. Better woolly bugger strutting funk on the beat. Turbo beetle buzzing like the rhythm's complete. Pass the bobbin to the left-hand side. Pass the bobbin to the right-hand side. Tie them flies and let it ride. Thursday nights we worldwide. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now listen up close. This the heart of the show. The TNL family everywhere we go. They shine the brightest, lift us up high. They're the heartbeat thump of every single tie. Only quality people, that's the fam we're in. Love people, catch fish, that's how we begin. Every Thursday now we gather, shoulder to shoulder. The TNL spirit just keeps getting bolder. From the first let's go to the final cheer. It's the TNL family bringing magic here. Dana and Tim keep the rhythm alive. But the fam is the reason that season 8 thrives. Way past the bobbin to the left-hand side. Pass the bobbin to the right-hand side. Tie them flies and let it ride. Thursday nights we worldwide. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Polished pheasant tail, strutting in boots. Clifford skating cat is skating real cute. 2-bit hooker dropping beads in flight. Tim's hopper vibing like pure delight. Foundling grooving with that dead hair crown. Woolly scope pin booming with the bassline sound. Rope a dope stonefly swinging in strong. Gold Bob 2.0 singing his song. TJ Hooker stonefly flexing its chrome. And throbbing chubby dancing like it's going back home. Terrestrial jig sparking up the night. Pool toy opera splishing left and right. Club sandwich hopper, stacked so tall. Screaming Banshee wailing down the hall. Sanchez double bunny hopping funky and free. Got her cat is closing out season 8 with glee. She passed the bobbin to the left-hand side. Pass the bobbin to the right-hand side. TNL fam, we're unified. Season 8, enjoy the ride.
What is going on, good folks?
What's up, Timmy Bud?
Hey, bud.
Hey, Bud. Go
Hey,
Canada,
hey,
go.
hey. Go
Welcome
Canada, go.
to season 8, episode 6.
6.
Hey?
Hey?
Welcome to Canadian hockey, Winter
Let's
Olympics
go.
are on Milano Cortina, and if anybody is as crazy about the Canadians as we are, I doubt it. If you watched the game, let us know, because Canada took a big swamping 5-0 victory.
That's an impressive
Hey.
feat. Hey?
We're going to
Ooh,
see
we'll
how many
try.
times we can say today,
Okay.
and I mean,
Hey, right?
I
like it.
by the by.
Hey,
That's
but-
a Newfoundland
we're going
thing.
really, yeah, we're going with different
We're
here.
going a little offside,
All right,
but
Tell me
this
about
is a
it.
fly tying show, folks. You have not tuned into the wrong thing. You have tuned into the right thing.
Yeah, 100% the right thing.
And Timmy and I are so pumped that the Olympics are happening, and
Yeah.
Team Canada. I texted my good buddy Tyler Hirsch today about it, and I said, if there is a Canadian hockey fan not watching right now with full
Throb. with a throbbing chubby.
They're either impotent or dead because that was absolutely outstanding. Oh, man, it's so exciting to have the best of the best. The NHL players back into the Olympics.
Yeah, what a change. Yeah.
Boom.
Baby.
You know it's going to come down to Canada and the U.S.
Yeah, I definitely will. That'll be a good game.
It's a good thing you weren't a hockey player.
Well, hi.
Hey,
I thought this.
you
jersey
just forgot
fit me
your
well.
you just forgot your shoulder pads. You're a finesse player.
You can blame mom and dad for that.
You have all the skill, half the grit,
and
and
none
you
of the
don't go
size.
in corners. Anyways, what happens here, guys? We tie a couple flies tonight. We're tying the 2-bit hooker by Mr. Charlie Craven, the master himself.
Yeah, 2-bit hooker.
And Tim's hopper, not
my hopper,
No,
but it is
but
a hopper named Tim's
Mr.
Hopper.
Tim Drummond, who we reached out to and wanted to have him come on the show and say hi to you guys, but
He's
we
too
got
cool
left
for you.
on unread.
Unread.
That's what the kids say nowadays. And anyways, yeah, we do tie flies. We have a new thing called Bean Boozled, which we did last week, and apparently it was a bit of a hit, so we're going to bring it back this week. We tie the 2 flies. We do 4 races, which is called Fly Toga. We'll explain that shortly. What else do we do?
Well, we do beer 30.
Beer 30. We try a couple beers this week. We have our good buddy Pine Beetle brought us down a couple beers from his local brewery up at Snake Lake Brewing. So we have a Pilsner and an IPA. We're going to go through those with you guys, show you them, taste them, and tell you a little bit about them. And then, near the end of the show,
We do something even better.
Flyingo. That's right, folks. The game Flyingo.ca started here, and hopefully it ends here. And it's free to play. So if you are new here, I'm telling you, you're going to want to go to Flyingo.ca, get your game card on your phone or whatever device you have. You can do it on your computer too. And it's a super interactive, fun game of fly fishing / bingo, which we call Flyingo.
Yeah, and you got some opportunities to win some pretty cool
And
prizes.
yeah, because
They didn't
last
get
week
one last
didn't
week.
get one.
No, it didn't.
So we have them all still over there, all the prizes, and we'll see what we want to add to the pile.
Yeah.
But Tim, tell everybody, what is Fly Toga?
Well, Fly Toga is quite simply just a part of the show where you're going to get those fingers active. You're going to type in the comments who you think of our sponsors is going to win each race. We got 4 races to do, and you win absolutely nothing except a little bit of bragging rights and
A lot of bragging
yeah,
rights.
because this is actually more important than Flyingo. But we'll see. We'll see who wins.
Might be harder.
Dana's doing pretty good this year.
Yeah, I actually am.
I'm
I am.
sucking.
If you can hear the words to the song, I don't know if it's loud enough, but in the background it kind of makes fun of me because I used to never win, and now, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, you're average, but
Well,
it's
I'm
way
better than getting absolutely skunked.
Yeah, that's
so,
true. That's very true.
there is that. So easy enough to play. Like Tim said, you just got to throw in who you think's gonna win. Those are our 6 sponsors up there.
But it's progressive. So each race, as you comment on the next one, you got to put number 2 and then put it, and number 3 and then put your answer. So
Yeah,
we know
so
who's
we
actually
know
winning.
because the comments come in kind of late. It doesn't really matter, but it does for you. So you could just say number 1 is because I got to go first. I'm gonna go with fishfuel.ca.
Okay, I'm doing shore fishing.
Shore fishing.
Yep.
Fishfuel.ca. So
Who are you gonna choose? Put it in there. The High GT40. Can you? Is there a way to remove people from this, like just straight up? Because you should scroll back up and take a look at Scooter's comment.
oh, I saw that. Yeah. USA win gold rematch from the Four Nations. Well, there's only a rematch because you lost.
Yep, it's true.
I can't seem to get my app to work here. That's fine. We don't need to, Make it work. Maybe we won't be doing the races. Are we even still live? We're trying something new, folks. We're live in what we call 4,000.
4,000?
4K. We're trying something that we've never done before on TNL is go live in 4K. So we could have a few issues. Like this.
Like this.
I'll get through them. I always do.
It's important. You gotta let us know if anything's in the show, like if the volume's not high enough, you can't hear us, or vice versa, and the music's too loud, you can't hear us. Those are things you gotta let us know, especially when we're experimenting a little bit with some new things.
All right. Well, there goes our races.
All right. Well, good things you warmed up your fingers
just
for one.
wait. Let's try this. Bing. Boom. Tim, we can't go on. They got to get their races going.
I know.
All right. Yep. Another race here. We might not have the names. All right. We're going to go with those names.
I like it.
Okay.
Oh,
Rory,
man.
Ilya, Rosalind, George, and Aaron.
I'm a major
right,
fan
so
of George.
If you put in if you put in all your answers, sometimes it's live and you just got to go with it.
You got to go with it.
But what I liked was there were some fun sounds to this, like the cars.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you know, that's what I was trying to get it to do, and it wouldn't, and it had to reset and whatever. Either way, you still have 5 racers, and they're not our sponsors, but hey,
They could
I
be.
think why this didn't work is because you guys didn't share. Sharing is caring. We're going to start the first race. I'm going to go with Aaron. You going with George?
I got George.
You got George. I got Aaron. First race is underway in 5-4.
3-2.
1-0.
Oh, Aaron.
Aaron, Rory.
Oh.
Thanks
You
for
don't wanna
coming
do
out,
anything.
Rory.
Come on, George. Come on, George. Oh, man. He might. Oh, there we go, Georgie boy. There we go, Georgie
no
boy.
way.
Woo! That's why you follow me.
can't make it up.
Nope. I got it.
You can't make it up, folks. Timmy's coming in hot with the racer George.
1 for 1.
And I think to make this more interesting, we're going to remove the winner from the next race.
Oh, okay.
You know, just to kind of tighten it up a little bit. Since things went south, hopefully we're still live in 4K, 4,000. Make sure you share this post if you're on the YouTubes. Copy the share link. Send it to your group chat of your buddies, your bros.
Yeah, get him in
your
here.
sisters, your grandparents. If you got the Facebook, share it there too, because hey, the more people in here, the more fun we're gonna have. So we're dropping George from the race.
What are you doing
Now we're on to race number 2. 30 seconds of the infamous 1-minute fly toga to start every single show. I'm gonna go with Aaron.
Aaron. Oh. Rosalind. Rosalind is mine.
Oh, where's this? Just stop. Oh, Rory. Aaron, 1 for 1. Travis is 1 for 1, just like you. All right, so I'm going with Aaron. You're going with Rosalind.
Rosalind.
All right, here we go. It's like Rosina, kind of, you know. And the race is happening in 5-4.
3-2. 1. Let's go.
1-0. Get your races in. Don't be a cheater.
Oh, Aaron's gonna come back and win this. I can
Don't
already
worry.
tell.
No, I think Aaron's just gone. It's a 3-person race.
Come on, Rosie. Oh, see, I told you he's gonna sneak back in.
No, I think
Oh, there.
Ilya.
Oh, wow.
Ilya.
She was ahead the whole time.
See, look, even Aaron didn't pick himself. He went with Rosie.
Well, that's bad luck.
All right, delete the winner, and we're headed back, and we're down to 3, folks.
At least our odds are getting better. We got a better chance here.
That's right. So here we go. You got a chance with Rory, Rosalind, or Aaron. Are you 2 for 2, or 1 for 2, or 0 for 2? What are you?
1 for 2.
A bud?
Hey, bud.
Bean Boozled. I'm excited because last week on Bean Boozled, if you don't know what it is, it's this jelly bean game that. Okay, and then there's a mixture of like actual jelly beans and then ones that taste like burnt rubber, licorice, wet dog,
Bandage. I know what that tastes like.
toothpaste, stink bug, old bandage. Tim got.
Yeah.
He got both of the good ones last week, and I actually got the good ones. All right, race number 3.
Tris.
I'm going to stay with Aaron, my good old
Aaron?
trusty
Oh.
buddy, Aaron.
I'm sticking with Rosie.
All right,
All the way
Aaron
to
and
the end.
Rosie. Rory, did you guys pick Rory? Because I'm over. I'm an over. Here we go. 5-4.
3-2.
1-0. Bing bong boom.
Oh, this ain't
Rosalind
good.
hot to the trot.
Quick lead. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's got to be Aaron. Guys, see, I eliminate the
Come
winners
on.
so that we all have chances of feeling really good about ourselves at the end of
Wow.
this race. And where's Aaron going?
Not in it.
It's just Rory straight
All
to the
the way.
finish line.
That's 2 in a row where the first
I
leader
know.
just takes it.
Yeah. There's only comeback was yours, bud? Bud?
Hey, buddy.
Bud?
Tell me-
All right, let's
tell me
go to
who
race again. Third, fourth, the fourth and final race. And we're down to the
50-50.
finality.
I like this.
And mine and yours, mono a mono.
Let's go.
Essentially, Canada and the USA.
What?
In
No,
the infamous-
Canada and the USA.
Canada and the USA.
Can't play that game.
The infamous
I'd rather be Czechoslovakia.
rematch. Well, you should be France, okay? Actually, my line mate when I played in Providence is the head coach in France, and I saw him on TV today.
Cool.
I thought
that's
that,
very
yeah. And I didn't know. I was like, I knew he was from France. They don't really have a lot going on over there, but shout out to Yorick Chail.
Cool. Very cool.
All right. I'm not coaching over there. I'm here with you guys playing these games.
Way better games. You gonna switch it up or you sticking?
I'm going to stick with Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron and
Aaron!
Rosalind. All right, guys, 50-50.
You don't
got
have a
good
choice.
chance.
You are given what you're given, Tim.
I know.
And the race is going to happen. The fourth and the final race of episode number 6. 5-4.
3-2.
1-0.
This is good.
Bing bong boom. Bing bong boom. Go, Aaron. Remember?
Come on, Rosie.
Come on. Just give
Come
me
on,
one
Rosie.
tonight.
Come on. No way. Oh,
No, there it
there
is.
she
There it is.
goes.
There it
There
is.
she
Oh.
goes. There she goes. Oh, it looks like USA, I guess, huh? Proud. Proud to be American.
I just absolutely, no matter
What
what,
was that?
happens.
0 for 4? That's tough. Tough pill to swallow, eh? Tell me about
But the
it.
truth is, I'll tell you all about it, Tim. Is when you stick an old rubber boot jelly bean in your mouth. Why do we sound like we're Irish?
Our accents are very,
Canadian.
they're very blended.
Oh, don't you know, Tim?
Tell me where you work. Tell me where you work.
Without these amazing people in our lives, this show would not be happening. So hang with us. Let's say thanks. Guys, go grab a fresh drink. Go grab a tea, a cold water. We're coming back for a roll call, and we need you guys to be there. But most importantly, share this so that roll call is the most profound. Don't have a better word.
Innovation is in our DNA here at Fishpond, and this year we're raising the bar. From the brand new Storm Shadow line with industry-first weather resistance to new Nomad neck models crafted for any application. Built for every mile, the entire line is crafted for the rugged demands of adventure travel to the ease of everyday angling. Head on over to fishpondusa.com to find a dealer near you.
gentlemen, it's roll call.
Roll call.
Hey.
Check in, log on. Tell us where you're from, tell us what you're drinking before the moment is gone.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Type it in fast. Roll call.
Oh, baby. Roll call.
Yeah, that's fantabulous.
That song just gets you going.
Like you heard in the comments, people are starting to say what they're drinking, where they're from, and most importantly,
Oh. You didn't think about this ahead of time, did you?
I never do, actually.
That's why they're so fun.
What is your favorite kind of wood?
Man.
So you could, so
That was a poor choice of words.
so Tim would say,
I was going to say oak.
no.
A girthy
Tim,
oak.
hear me out. Tim would say, I'm Tim from Lacombe, and I'm drinking a People Skills. And my favorite kind of wood is man.
Manwood. Manly wood.
Man's wood, okay? I mean, that is wood, and that's definitely... can we get these songs on a playlist on Spotify? So I'm working on it, guys, okay? I can only do 4 things a week.
That's it. Only
That's
4.
it. That's it. So, yes, they're coming to a Spotify playlist near you. All the songs you hear on TNL, F the Popo, because we got our own music distribution service happening. And you guys can play them all summer on your boat, in your backpack, on your AirPods, wherever you are. And just remember these absolutely mystical, fantastical nights spent together getting through the winter.
Yeah.
Episode 6, we're halfway.
Ah, that's so awful to hear.
Again, we're halfway to the finish line. And all of a sudden, it will just be the finish line.
Just be it.
All right,
Crazy.
so it's
So
important
crazy.
time of the show where we scroll back up and we check out what you guys are drinking, where you're from, what's your favorite kind of wood, Tim?
Butter pretzel. Travis is playing Santa.
Santa.
Yeah, milk and cookies. And
Oh, yeah, from Colorado. Kenny Hall drinking coffee in Linden, Alberta.
Ooh, Linden.
Mike is in Sisterdale, Texas. HEB.
Sparkling water.
Sparkling water.
HEB. I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, and they think they have a valid point for the Americans to beat us in hockey.
Well, after what
Hey.
we just did, yeah.
Hey.
Agreed.
Scotty Too Hottie from Detroit with a tall boy PBR. You know what, Scotty? I would be more impressed if you were drinking a Bell's Oberon.
Is
a local beer
is that
there.
a Detroit thing?
It's a Michigan. And I want one so bad. I'm so jealous. Anyways.
Do you remember that? What was that ginger ale that was from there?
Oh, Werner's?
Werner's. Ooh,
Yeah.
my mama loves that.
Oh,
I love
Werner's
it.
ginger
It burns
ale.
so much ginger.
It's
burns.
a lot of ginger in there. Mr. No Photo Mojo, Paulie D is checking in from 9 Mile Falls, Washington, USA, sipping Jim Beam on ice and munching peanut butter pretzel pillows.
Oh, those are good.
I need to know what your favorite wood is.
Yeah, come on. Pineapple juice in Calgary for Mr. Ken.
Oh, ask him why.
Why?
Darren from Airdrie drinking a Broken Island Hazy IPA.
Ooh,
Mom's checking in.
Mama bear.
Water from Calgary.
yeah.
Tulsa Burbs from Mr. Mathis. Mr. Mathis, I do have a fly shop down there that I want you to check out. I guided a guy this summer that told me about it. And maybe you already know it's like a fly shop / equipment outdoor store. But I'm gonna find that out for you. The sporting
Is it Shields?
no, it's a pretty cool little fly shop. I started following them, and Roger's having a dry night in North Carolina.
Kevy's out in Revelstoke drinking some apple
Yeah,
cider.
sending me videos of all the powder that they're
I've seen
sliding
it.
through.
Man,
Terrible.
It's crazy.
It's terrible.
Tough life.
Walnut.
Walnut.
Okay, Darren's in
Good
the
job,
Walnut. Walnut. Josh and Banff. Imagine if Jeff Crap
Was from Banff.
lived in Banff and his favorite wood was
Fur. And his favorite animal was unicorns.
Elephant. An elephant with an F. That's weird. A elephant.
An FF elephant.
I got an elephant.
Oh, gosh.
Terry Souther. Greetings from Sylvan, sipping on a Kennebec Pilsner, and we will be sipping on that Kennebec sooner than we know. Another great Thursday, sipping a banquet and hanging with the greatest peeps on the planet.
Yeah,
and it's
buddy.
a great time to introduce what's happening next Thursday. Tim, why don't you tell everybody?
Well, I will be passing the proverbial torch. We're going to say that because it's the Olympics. Off to Aaron for a week.
Well
so-
played, well played.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, the wife got me a trip to Manitoba for some ice fishing, so we are taking off for the week, and Aaron is graciously stepping in so he can get a goal in the Vice this season.
Yeah. Some year 3000 skits, I'm sure, will be in the works. All the fun things that happen when Aaron shows up. So, yeah, you've seen him in the photos and the roll call and all over the imagery here. And if you haven't watched him tie, well, come next Thursday because you're going to see Mr. Aaron Novland on the Vice. Travis likes the African Wengie for my wood.
Huh.
Wedgie or
Wengie?
Hi, I'll take the African Wengie for my wood.
I don't know.
I think that's Viagra for your wood, or
It just helps to keep it up.
what is it? Viagra. I'm so used to Flyagra.
Flyagra. Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan Cochran, Canadian Maple.
Good
bro.
choice.
He doesn't get more Canadian than Arctic Grayling 44 right there, folks.
That's awesome.
Hope everyone else is wearing their favorite country's hockey jersey and maybe a hockey helmet. Representing Friday tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We play the Swiss or something, and then Sunday we play
Like the
France.
The Mendu?
The Mendu.
Oh, nice.
The Mendu. Hey, Timmy the Mendu.
Back to your Canadian accent again.
Timmy the Mendu. It's dry here in dry Florissant, Colorado, with my Mountain Dew dessert, Ironwood.
Ironwood.
There you go, Mr.
Oh.
Rutherford.
Wow. Jeez. Look at that marine grade fur.
Marine grade.
Yeah, what is that? Marine grade fur. As that's what my Mackenzie is made of. Oh. His boat. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like it's water.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Davey's drinking fresh, ice cold well water, and favorite wood is an ash bat.
Oh, that's cool. Ash bat.
Ash bat.
Yeah.
Philly from Calgary got some Diet Coke and some bunny fruit snacks.
Nice.
Dessert Ironwood.
Can you eat it?
Oh, is it desert Ironwood?
I think so.
I heard this twice. I'm like, did I ask? Because this one was spelled with an SS, and this one was
Yeah.
spelled. So I'm confused. Is Ironwood a dessert or a desert?
It's one of the two of those is correct.
See what Jeremy's drinking. Origin Brewing Long Days Hazy IPA from Red Deer, Alberta.
Nice.
He doesn't like wood.
No, apparently not.
Hidden Dries is sipping on a Tang, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Welcome, Hidden Dries. We haven't seen that name before, so super happy to see you here. Tyler and Penhold sipping on a Grasshopper. Favorite wood is cedar. Oh, do love the cedar
Cedar is
smell.
nice.
Now I just want to go sit in a sauna. Landon and Lucas got their kids today. They're drinking iced tea in Strathmore.
Ooh.
That's good. It's age appropriate.
Very nice.
Mr.
Oh.
Souther.
Hasn't chosen his drink yet. The night's young. You got time.
Fashionably late, Houston, Texas.
Oh, Roger. Favorite wood. ... morning.
That's a semicolon.
Well, it's 2 dots, is it not?
No, it's a dot and a comma.
Is it? Oh,
But
that's too far away.
morning.
It's actually a winky face without the smile.
The morning is the smile.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great. That's a great one. Morning. Bell's Oberon is great. It's better in the summer. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's true. Women's Canadian hockey, frowny face down. Well, we got to give you something, Jeff. Crap.
Yeah, you guys got to have one good score.
Yeah. Well. I mean, we were talking about the doubles luge today, and that one, guys, we wanted to know who watched luge and thought, hey, Tim, come lie on me and let's do this together.
Let's go 100K an hour on
Talk
ice
about the
together.
first thing that pops up.
Bumpy
Bruce,
and jiggly.
green country fly. No, it's not green. I'll figure it out. Darren's a cabinet maker for work with a lot of different types.
What's your favorite wood of all time?
I love walnut cabinets. I used to build
Walnut.
cabinets, and I loved walnut.
Huh.
Easy to work with and easy to stain.
Yeah.
It takes the stain well, unlike the maple. Splotchy, blotchy. Peaks and Creeks, St. Albert, Bud Light, driftwood. What is? Oh, of course, Jeremy has such an eloquent
he would know.
wood.
Yeah.
The Osage orange.
Makes great recurve bows, apparently.
If it's not coffee and it's beer and now it's wood. Is a connoisseur of all of them.
He is.
Didn't BTO say any wood is good wood? So take what you
can get.
Well, I'm hoping we're not taking the wood. I think we're the givers.
Always. I love to get when it comes to gifts. It's
Oh, Tim, what fly are we tying first of those two up there? And everyone can get their threads ready. We're going to crack a beer, and then we're going to head over and tie that first fly.
Yeah, we're going to tie up the 2-bit hooker first. So for thread, I'm going to be using a UTC 70 in black. I would stay dark. If you have olive, even better. That's going to match the dubbing color that we're going to use on this one. But black normally works good in this size and color because it's kind of like a little Betis pattern. So, but yeah, something a little smaller. I'm using a UTC 70, so pick something in that neighborhood.
Nice. Well, we might as well head over and try out our first beer of the night.
Let's do it.
From Snake Lake Brewing, our friend. What do we got here for the first beer of the night? It appears that it's the Kennebec Pilsner, and did a little digging in dirt to try to figure out why, how did they name this beer? And Tim will read it to you, and I'll pour as I always do.
All right, the Kennebec Pilsner, the Dry Fly Drift. This is from Snake Lake Brewing in Sylvan Lake, Alberta. It says a German Pilsner at 5%. The scoop on this beer, Kennebec, is actually the Cree word for snake. It was the original name of Sylvan Lake because garter snakes used to swarm the shores. The Hatch, German Pilsner. This is a technical beer. It uses noble hops, something in brackets, which are the pheasant tail nymphs of the brewing world. Old school, reliable, and they catch fish. On the palate, this is going to be extremely crisp. You get that cracker bread crust, malt flavor, followed by a snappy, spicy hop finish. It doesn't linger. It hits and resets. Best paired with precision casting. This is the beer for when you are matching the hatch.
Oh, precious.
And need to be sharp. It's clean, refreshing, and keeps you focused. Whew.
That's right.
all.
And what
That's a
Tim didn't say
beer.
was Hallertau and Saz. Those are noble hops.
Oh, sorry. I this is all my knowledge in beer. I've learned a lot
This
reading.
is what it said. Well, there you are. The Kennebec Pilsner, Sylvan Lake, Snake Lake Brewing, and Mr. The Pine Beetle. Terry Souther showed up saying, hey, it's the Pine Beetle. It's a great nickname.
Is that what he said?
Well, he destroys more trees than the pine beetles with his flies. All right. Well, I've had Snake Lake in the past. I've not had the Kennebec Pilsner. So, well,
Oh,
folks,
let's try
because
it.
we're here to try. Cheers!
Another round for a friend or two. For the lies we tell, for the things we'll do, for the fish we lost, the ones we'll swear were this big right over there. Raise it up, don't ask why. Hey, 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 let it foam, let it fly.
Thoughts?
Yeah, something that resonates with me is the extremely crisp
Yep. Yep.
and that cracker bread crust malt flavor. I don't get the spicy hop finish. It doesn't linger, and it's a good beer.
Yeah, I think we've this season has been very
Middle of the road,
Easy to drink.
I would do a half star.
yep.
3.5 kind of, but I'll sit at that 3, but 3.5 would easily be, it's nothing wrong. It's a great beer. It's just not,
It's not pizzazzy.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
About
gonna join you
yourself?
on that 3. I would go 3.5 as
All
well.
right.
But
All right. The
to go.
Kennebec Pilsner,
yeah,
the Cree word for snake. That's super cool.
I actually, I've grown up there in that area my whole life. Never knew that.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Now we know. It's good. It's good. I'm not getting that spicy hop finish. It's crisp. It's definitely not creamy.
No, it's. I wouldn't say it's super full with flavor. It comes in nice and it leaves really quick. Yep. Just call it one night stand.
I bet that's what it is, folks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good beer. I think 3 is a very fair assessment of this beer. Mutually accepted, and yeah, good. Well,
good.
we got a hoppy IPA after this, so we're gonna head over. We're gonna tie a fly, but first,
Gotta get something.
I almost forgot.
You got a
What
job.
are we doing? The 2-bit hooker?
Yeah.
All right.
Get buggy, Dana.
Time to get buggy.
It's getting buggy with Dana. Time to learn your bugs, yo. She ain't expensive, she's only 2 bits. But look at how that tungsten fits. 2 heavy beads to get her down. The most popular fly in the whole damn town. The 2-bit hooker. She's a real looker. Sinking deep in the riverbed. With a flashy body and a double head. Now it's time for getting buggy with Dana. Let's get buggy.
What's up, folks? Welcome to this segment of Getting Buggy with Dana, the 2-bit hooker. Well, what do we do here? We kind of like to teach you a little bit about the fly, the bug, how to fish it, and maybe throw in a little bit of a pro tip there. And as well, take some questions from you guys, because not only do we want you guys to learn how to fish them, we want you to learn how to tie them. And we want you to take that data and extrapolate it into becoming a better fly fisherman all around, so that you're not just regurgitating something Dana said or regurgitating something Tim told you to do. You're actually wise. Okay? You've taken that knowledge and you've used it and you've tried it, and now you're a wise fly fisherman, right? Versus the one who reaches out all the time and says, "What's working?" Yeah, we're not going to be wise. We're not going to be wise. We're just going to be carbon copies. And because why is fly fishing so fun? Because it is an evolution of change happening all around our toes. Okay? That's why I love rivers. That's why I love fly fishing, because it's a puzzle that we always get to figure out. And this fly solved a bit of a puzzle. Because to get these flies down quickly, why do you want to get them down quick? Well, maybe it's a short, shallow, fast riffle run. By the time your fly sinks, it's out of the zone, right? So let's pretend you're not coming into it from a drift boat. 100 yards upstream, you're standing on shore and you cast up and you want that fly to get down, we use split shot, right? So this fly was designed by Mr. Charlie Craven, and it was kind of this idea that if you wanted, you could tie it with tungsten or brass beads, but the double beads was giving it that weight, that ability to get down without having to use split shot. So it's just kind of what it is, and that's where the name came from, the two beads. The two beads to help it get down. I can't see all the questions. If there is some, Tim, just let me know. And yeah, so, you know, tiny mayfly could be a caddis. You could tie it in red. You could tie it in purple. Red might be a real winner in my head because I seem to always enjoy red flies. Well, maybe it's not that I enjoy them, but I enjoy what the fish think of them. So maybe I'll tie this in red. You're going to see the profile on the one that we show you guys is a little more tapered than the picture here. So a Baetis, like Tim was saying earlier, maybe a blue wing olive or a PMD, just change that to a little olive, a little yellow, a little red. You can even do black. You ever heard of this? The Higa's SOS? I know you have. Well, it's black, right? And maybe vary the colors like black and have a little red dubbing. I don't know. Why not get a little crazy out there? Fast water requires the bugs to be streamlined to cling to the rocks. Get down quick like I just told you guys about. So the 2-bit hooker has a bit of a sleek body shape without having a lot of friction in the water, so it allows it to kind of just get down where you need to be. There's not a lot of tricks about this fly. It's just a lot like other nymphs. Just added another bead, made it a little heavier. So yeah, if do you want to use it at the bottom of your rig? Well, you do, because that's where the weight is, right? So if you were using a split shot rig, you would use split shot at the bottom of your rig, and then you wouldn't need to tie the 2-bit hooker. But let's just say fish don't eat split shot. So if you're going to have a hook or a fly that's heavy enough to act as your split shot and also act as a device to catch fish, well, I mean, come on. What gets better than that? Right? Who needs split shot when your fly is your split shot and it can still be eaten by fish? So the 2-bit hooker is your friend if that's your scenario. My pro tip at the end here is the double bead alignment. So you can also work with different size beads. A big bead, a smaller bead. Try to get that smaller bead to shove inside of that first bead. But you got to lock these beads down like Tim's going to show you. These kind of tips are just in the bit of the tying part of it. I couldn't really think of anything fancy to go for the fishing side of it. But yeah, there you go. You got 2 beads on a nymph and it's called the 2-bit hooker. And that's what I got for you on this segment of Getting Buggy with Dana.
All right, thanks, Dane. That is great. That is the 2-bit hooker. That's some great information on it, and you know, it's just another nymph. But the cool thing about it is the weight. I personally, when I see this pattern, I really like it. I think it's going to be super effective in getting down fast. It's quite streamlined. There's not a lot going on with it. We do have to add some legs, which are maybe the more complicated side of this fly. But other than that, this is a pretty easy going fly, I think, which makes it nice. So in scenarios when you're out fishing and and instead of having to go to a bigger size fly that has a bigger bead, you can stay small in your size. You could still stay at a 14 or 16 or 18 with more weight because you have the 2 beads. I think that's the true advantage of this. Is a lot of times we're like, oh, we need more weight. Don't want to use split shot, but we have to step up to a size 12 or something to get that weight. This fly, we can stay smaller and still get the weight that we need. So let's head on over to the vise. Let's take a peek at this
Tim,
fly.
I forgot to say something.
Oh yeah, what did you forget? Something important?
Yeah.
Oh.
This.
Oh yeah, we better do this.
We forgot something we totally forgot something for you guys, which, I mean, I put it in right now and you can come back to it. because this code's good till 11:30 tonight. Fishfuel.ca. You can head on over there after you're done tying and all that stuff. Yeah, and there's a code TNL Fam 25, and it will save you 25% off of all orders over $100.
$100 Canadian.
Canadian, right? So that's virtually nothing. So yeah, the website's right there, fishfuel.ca. You could go check out all of the different fly patterns that are up on that website. Very easy to kind of work yourself around. If you do know the price of these, you can get 6 streamers for $22.50 Canadian. Like, come on.
That's a streamer and a half in a fly shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of these flies are guide tested. Okay. So all of our flies throughout the summer are flies from fishfield.ca. And we trust them. And if they're not right, well, we have the ability to go in there and tweak some of these flies, send them back to the designer, Tim, and go at them and make them better. Okay. They're productive flies. They work. Fishfield.ca, 25% off all orders over 100. If you're saying to yourself, oh my goodness, look, I can buy Troy's fly.
Ooh.
Okay,
There's
a dozen
golden nugget in itself.
A dozen foam of one of the most magical dry flies, foam flies out there. I like this one. $18 for 12. If you're like,
wild.
I'm not going to use 12. Well, what you're going to do tonight is you're going to call your fishing buddies and say, dude, we got to get on this. Okay, 25% off of all orders over $100. TNL Fam 25. Now is the time to stock up for the spring, the summer. You place your order. You give them 3 to 4 weeks to make the flies, and then they'll ship out to you. I mean, you got time. Why not do it now, right? Patience. Wait for the eat, just like it says right there.
I even think that this is my personal opinion when buying flies for myself, and not just from a guiding perspective. But to say I don't need a dozen is crazy, because when you find that fly that works, and we're just gonna tell you that they work because we choose them.
They do.
But a dozen is not too many. So go in there, grab yourself some flies. Great. I mean, as you can see on the website here, they're already very affordable, but then tonight you get to add your 25% off,
Yeah.
and you're getting a pretty sweet deal. So
Yeah, so hit up your buddies. Hit up your buddies and say, yo, buddy, what's up? We're going to get ourselves our flies for the entire summer. Man, just like that. Just so many golden nuggets in here. It's true.
It's
true. It's true.
very good ones in there.
Worms. Nymphs. Who needs worms? Who needs worms? Let me show you some. Oh, that is a good fly right there. A couple people were talking about that. Yeah, anyways, you guys have fun. Do you pinch the barbs for fishing in the trees with choice fly? No. We just grip and rip it. Oh, this is streamers for, what do we got here? This one here, the erectile dysfunction.
Oof. Click on that black one and show it.
Designed by none other than Tim Hepworth.
This is a good one.
This is a good one because the cousin of this one is over here. And this is the one that our good friend Bruce knows about, is the Swimmin' Jimmy.
Gosh, two streamers that's all you need.
Yeah, and those are just stickers on the eye, right? So there's no weight on this thing. Bruce could tell you all about it if he wants. But yeah, anyways, that promotion is going to run all the way until 11:30 tonight. So TNL Fam 25, or if you scan that code on the screen there, I believe that just automatically inputs your discount. Takes you to the website. I don't know what it does. Try it. Let us know if it works. Let's get back to tying this fly.
No, I don't believe we sell any plain red hooks on fishfield.ca.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's other worm patterns.
Somebody
there.
banned that guy.
Yeah. Okay, so looking at this pattern, in this specific one, I actually just used a different color thread. So I was trying to match more of the olive color. I used like a golden yellow on the thread body. But as you can see here, the back of the fly is quite small, like the true body portion. Okay, it doesn't account for a lot of the overall size of the fly. Although we do build it right up to the bead, we come back in with some dubbing. We have a piece of flash that's going to go over the top, and then I definitely think this fly is. I would advocate for using resin on this one. Okay, so I'm using some UV resin. You can see that it's bubbled up here on the top of the head, and that I'll show you how to do that as well. Doesn't have to be like that, but I think that adds to this pattern a ton. It just looks like a small little, you know, turbo bug, and it's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna pop this one with the vise. Like I said, I'm gonna be using some UTC 140, or sorry, UTC 70 in black. Now, when you're putting these beads on, you got to put 2. You're going to notice in your kit you have a lot of beads, okay? So remember, nothing changes. We're still putting that small hole side of the bead in the hook first, and we come up and over with 2 of them, okay? So let's set that aside. Up there, we're coming to get our hook placed in the vise. Make sure it's good and stable in there. Good to go. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my thread first. I'm actually going to start it just behind the bead. That's not locking the beads in at all. You have a massive hole in the back side of the bead, so even though I start my thread there, they can still swivel way up and over. It's the materials that are going to hold them in place. So I'm going to take my thread about to the hook point. I'm going to come in here and trim this out. Get that out of the way. Now in your kit, you've got a couple of these feathers. Okay, look just like this. We're going to build not only the legs, but we're going to build the tail out of this. So what I want you to do is I want you to come in here and get the fluffiest part of the feather out. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this feather, we call it. So we're going to strip off both sides and get rid of the fluff. Because we're going to use the back end of this feather for our tail, and then we're going to use the top end of this feather to create our legs. So when I come in here and grab a portion of this for my legs, I want to grab a decent portion. I like this fly to have some visible tail, and as you can see when I pull them apart, they kind of look, you know, pretty faint in color. They look darker when the feather is all together, but when you pull them off each other, they kind of lose a little bit of that color, and it's subtle, and that's okay. So I would say grab yourself a clump that's probably got a dozen or more pieces in it, and just peel them off the stem. So once I grab the amount I want, I'm just going to yank them off the stem like so. But I'm not letting go here because I want to keep it aligned the best I can. It's not a material I can stack, so I want to keep those tips as lined as possible. Okay. Now I'm going to tie this in, measuring a tail just shy of a full hook shank in length. Okay, so if I had to lean those back, they extend almost to the back of the bend. I'm going to transfer that measurement here, making sure that that's the amount that's hanging off the back of the fly. But I'm going to tie it in a little forward so that I can get the proper positioning that I want. I'm going to give my bobbin a little spin, cord up the thread, help it jump rearward. And once I get that first wrap, I'm using my finger here, my pointer finger, to kind of pull back on that material, make sure it sits right up on top. Then I'm going to lift up on the tail as I go rearward. And I want to keep this right up on top of the hook shank. And I don't want to go so far into the bend that it tips those down. I want to kind of stop right in there. If I go too far, it'll cause them to tip right off the back end and be a little bit too far down like that. So I'm going to bring it back one, and then I'm going to take my thread back forward. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to trim out those butt ends. And I'll secure those down the best I can here. And then right up behind the bead, I'm going to come in here with my next material. And the reason we're tying stuff in up here is we're trying to keep a nice even underbody, because the thread is what's constituting the back portion of the fly. So we got some extra small copper wire. I'm going to tie it in here on the near side of the fly, so towards myself. Get some wraps over top of it, and I'm just going to keep it on the near side of the fly all the way back, covering it up completely, right back to where I tied in my tail. Okay? Now as I come back forward, I want to make sure that that body there is nice and even, because remember, this is the part we're actually going to see is colored by our thread. Take that forward, and we also want it to build a little bit. So I'm going to put a few more thread wraps in here before I come forward. I want it to bulk a little bit. Okay? Then I'm going to grab my wire and I'm going to just palmer it forward. Nice, evenly spaced wraps. Probably going to get 4 to 5 wraps before you get to the bead. and we'll cover up a little bit of this, but that's okay. Once I get there, I'm going to take a thread wrap behind and a thread wrap in front, as always, to secure that material. Once I know it's secured, I can come in here and just helicopter it off. Just that circle motion is going to cause that wire to break and get it out of the way. Yeah, the next material we're going to come in here with is going to be our pearl flash. We've got this nice long strip of pearl flash in here. This is going to be kind of coming over and being the top side of our thorax on this fly. Now this is actually probably one of the trickier materials to tie in because it always wants to go where you don't want it to go. And you want to be able to tie it in right back here behind the bead and get it to finish right on top of the hook shank itself. So I'm going to actually tie it in on the near side towards myself and allow that thread wrap, the first thread wrap, to carry it up on top of the hook shank. Got to make sure you get the gathering wrap, just like so. So we want it to be right up on top. Okay, so that little trick of kind of tying it in near you and just letting that first wrap carry it up on top is kind of the key when you're working with this. It's a slippery material, it's synthetic, right? So it's not as grippy as most, more natural materials. Now I'm gonna wrap back, not quite a full bead length, okay? But decently close, probably 3/4 of a bead length back, okay? And this is where we're gonna start putting in some dubbing. Now, the first bit of dubbing we're going to do, which is going to constitute some of the size of the thorax, is going to be a little bit more than the next piece we put in, but it still isn't very much. I just need a very small pinch, okay? And we have been building dubbing noodles every single week, so we should be pretty good at it. We're going to place that dubbing up against the thread. I'm going to come in here, use my pointer finger and my thumb to just spin this on and try to create a nice tight rope. Okay,
what's the most common error people have while putting dubbing on?
They spin it in both directions, and you just want to spin it in one.
That's what makes you beautiful.
Does it make it happy? Does it make you happy that I don't fight it anymore?
Yeah, well, sort of. But I don't know if I'm ever getting you or just got you.
Yeah. I just give it up.
Paul wanted that, so I had to give it to him.
Well, good for you, Paul. Okay, so I just got a short dubbing noodle. This is actually probably even too much. This is about 1.5 inches long. But I'm going to start back here just in front of the flash where I left it. And I'm going to start taking some thread wraps forward and just trying to use up the majority of that dubbing to kind of start a taper, okay? Now I am going to get to use it all. But what I don't want to do is put so much dubbing in here that I force those beads so tight together that I can't get a thread wrap. Because the next portion of this is actually just hopping my thread up and over, and if you can do it, try to keep it up on the top side of the fly because that's where our resin's going to go. I just hop my thread in between the beads, and then I'm going to come in here with a thumbnail, okay, and just create a little space in between those beads. All we need is enough space to get a little tiny wisp of dubbing in there that our legs are going to sit on when we tie them in off that feather. So now I'm just going to grab just a small pinch, like a really small pinch. We do not need much here. Make a very thin dubbing noodle. And this is going to kind of create the platform, because if I were just to tie in my feather legs right now, they would cinch right down inside those two beads and they'd stick straight out to the side at a 90. And we want them to kind of be at more at a 45 back down the fly. So now that I'm here, I'm just going to place that dubbing in between the beads. Okay, got a little bit too much there. That should be good. Okay, so we're just kind of filling in that space in between those two beads. Now, this is probably the trickiest part of the fly, and there is a couple of different ways to tie in legs. I could do it like my tail. I could come in here, I could peel off a piece here, and attempt to just kind of place it on the side and tie it in. And that's not a wrong answer. It's not my favorite answer. So I'm gonna show you how I like to do it. So I'm gonna come up to the very tip of the feather. I'm gonna get a little grip on the best that I can, kind of as far up on that little tip as I can, and pull those other fibers rearward, back and down. Okay, I'm gonna expose just that little tiny triangle tip. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna come and trim that tip out. Just come in, trim that out. Just like so, okay? Now, when I'm deciding how much I want for legs, because I'm going to pull some of this material forward, I want probably 6, 7, 8 kind of fibers per side. So I'm going to pull some of that back forward. I think that's going to be kind of a perfect amount right there. Okay, so now I've isolated those front V of fibers. I'm going to pull the rest of this back and try to keep it out of the way. It takes a little bit of finagling in the hands, but once you get those other materials out of the way, you're going to be stuck with something that looks like this, just that little V. Okay, now I'm going to come and lay the stem centered right on top of that bead. Okay, so if I had to I'll try to twist this so you can see. It looks like this. I've already the shape of that, how I cut it, allows it to splay naturally one side of the bead or the other. Now, before I take some thread wraps here to secure it, I'm actually going to come in here with my fingers on my opposite hand, not my bobbin hand, and I'm going to kind of stroke it back and down the fly and pinch. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to come up over top with my thread. I'm just going to take a couple of loose wraps to get that sort of secure, and I'm going to let go. So I'm just going to get my first kind of look at this. Okay, now how I can adjust the length of my legs, because I need to, I don't want them to be crazy far back, is I'm just going to pull back on this slightly. Well, that's moved a little bit on me, so I'm going to back that off. It's a nice thing, if you don't cinch down tight, you can still come back in here and you can readjust it again. So I'm going to adjust it one more time. So I want to make sure I get nice and even here. You want the same amount of fibers on both sides of the stem when you tie this in. So I'm going to come back in here, again, stroke those back down the sides, take my thread wrap up and over, and I'm just letting my bobbin be the weight that's holding. Okay, now when I want to create the proper length here of these legs, I'm just going to pull back on that stem, and it's going to slide those legs back through that bit of thread I have on there. Okay, now sometimes they're a bit, mischievous, they want to go different ways, but the flash we're going to bring back forward is going to help us with that. So I want those legs to extend roughly 3/4 of the way back down the fly. So I'm going to keep pulling back on this a bit. And once I get them back to roughly where I want them, I'm going to pull up on this flash material and I'm going to wiggle it through so that I've partitioned those in half. So I've got equal amounts on both sides of the fly. And then I'm going to kind of organize them up. You can use your fingers. Okay, so now I've kind of got them organized on either side. Okay, then I'm going to come in here, pinch tight over top of that flash, and get another thread wrap over the flash. And now this is where I'm going to start putting some tension on. Okay, I'm going to pull down nice and tight and see how those legs flare out for me. Okay.
Sexy.
Just like that. And sometimes, because
Adrian wants to know if this is or will be the first ever fly tied with a hockey helmet on.
it might be. I mean, who knows? It's a big deal.
I just wish they could see the side view.
Is it good? Why? Why is it so funny?
Well, let's see if I can show them.
Oh, okay. Okay. Don't be afraid with your fingers to come in here, and if you find that they're kind of just not quite sitting where you want, just come in and pull them over, because we kind of want them to be on the side of the fly. I haven't cut anything out yet, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I kind of like want to spruce them up so they spread out again. But before I trim anything out, I want to make sure that my legs are sitting where I want them. Okay? So now I do. I like where they're sitting. I'm going to come in here and trim out both the flash and the stem. Okay? Set that aside. Pull them back and down again. Get a couple more thread wraps to secure that in. Now I'm going to cheat a bit just because I do have this tool at my desk. But it's just cautery tool. You can also use your scissors. I just find I can get nice and close with this just to kind of clean up those butts a little bit. Make it look a little cleaner. And then from here, I'm going to actually whip finish this right away, because I'm then going to come back in with some resin. Oh, look at this. This one was bugging my ear, so wow, that's something special. Yeah, look at that, huh?
There's how thick the glasses are.
Well, they are. They're like, I mean, they're not even prescription, but geez, it's like looking through a Coke bottle. All right, whip finished up. Thanks for doing that.
So good.
Come in here, trim out my thread. And now I'm going to kind of do this in two stages. I'm going to use my bone dry Solar S first.
You got a schnoodle hanging off the side there.
Oh, what happened there? Where did he come from? Oh, I trimmed it. That's why. I'm gonna come over top and just get this UV solar res on the brush here. I'm just gonna do this first, just so I can get that to soak right into those thread wraps. And then I'm gonna come back with my more thick. It's called thin hard formula, but it is a little thicker. But it's great for these nymphs to create that kind of bubble thorax on them. So I got that one done. I'm gonna come in here with this guy. Like I said, if you don't have resin, absolutely fish it as is. There's no problem with that. But I'm gonna take this one extra step. So when I come in here, I'm gonna get my first dab here. I'm gonna track rearward with the applicator till I get back to the thread, and one more swoop forward to create that taper back up to the head. And then that'll be it. But you gotta be careful, don't put too much on here, because it does, when it decides to come out, comes out pretty quick. So I'm gonna swoop back forward. Creates that angle, get the keyring on it, and that's how we get that nice bubble-shaped thorax.
Rosina in 4K. We got a lot going on. We've got
Gotta put the spotlight on her.
Rosina dancing in 4K. We got Timmy tying a fly with a hockey helmet on. The most Canadian show you've ever been a part of, eh, boys?
Hey, boy. Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Charlie Craven would be impressed.
Just like that. Try to pull those legs all the way a bit so you can see that, just that shape of that bubble, right? Just kind of creates a nice little look to it, nice little appearance. And it just kind of brings the pattern together a bit. And one big positive using resin like that is it's extremely durable. You're going to get a lot out of this fly because of it. So there you have it, guys. That is the 2-bit hooker. Really cool looking fly.
Well, freaking done, Timmy boy.
All right.
Tie him straight, Timmy boy.
Helmet and all. Just like that. Woo!
That's what people think you look like.
People or you?
Well, Adrian said bubbles, and this is what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
And seeing the fact that you're wearing 9-9 as a jersey, and the meme says, I'm totally telling my kids that this is Wayne Gretzky.
Well, it is.
I just thought if that's not Tim,
They could just see me skate.
turn around and show the folks. Gretzky.
Number 9090.
99!
99!
Gretzky, number 99. Not my favorite player, but
What? Really? You didn't like him?
I did not like him. I just wanted a different jersey, but this was like Amazon had this one for next day delivery, so
That's what happens.
that's what we got. Amazon rentals, folks. You can
Amazon.
you can rent them and return them, and that's kind of how we're funding the costume party so far. Until we find an official Temu sponsor.
You're telling them all our secrets.
No, I know. It happens. Sometimes, Tim, you just have to tell everybody. Here's another secret I'm going to tell them is about the fish fuel discount happening tonight until 11:30. TNL FAM 25 for 25% off orders over $100.
That's pretty good. That's a spring stock up situation.
Some other streamers in here that are... Oh, what's this? Dana's Leech. Part of the signature
That was
series.
one of our first flies together.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
That's right.
Beautiful
Tie
design.
them straight, Timmy.
Tie 'em straight.
Tie a whole bunch. Why would you tie a whole bunch?
Because you're going to need a whole bunch.
Because you're going to need them, and then your buddies are going to come after you, and I mean...
Yeah, the best buddies are the one that show up at the boat launch with,
Nothing.
I need that. I need some flies, bro.
With open hands.
Yeah.
Timmy, give me flies. So
Please,
that's what Tim used to do.
Could I have some more?
Now, you can just get a dozen for $14.40 Canadian.
That's true.
And if you hit that $100 mark, you could save 25% off. So basically, at $100, you're going to save $25. So you're basically going to get 2 dozen flies for free.
That's pretty great.
Magical. You can't negate the fun things that are coming out of fishfuel.ca, and they're going into the fish's mouth.
Very good.
Yeah. So basically what we've got going on here, you can switch your mic because we're going to get into some Bean Boozled.
Oh.
Really? We have to?
Yeah, we do, Tim. We do, because they wanted it. So
I'm tired of being bean boozled. All right.
I told you, new scene. I was so
New season.
excited for this. You can spin.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Take the risk.
That's
Take a
not
risk.
working.
Is it tasty? Or is it sick?
Oh, I hope I don't get this one. Strawberry
Peach
or dead
or
fish?
puke? Berry or barf?
Cocoa or
or
canned dog food.
One,
No.
two, chew.
Okay, here we go, folks.
All right. It is strawberry
It
banana
is.
smoothie or dead fish.
We're playing a game of Bean Boozled.
Please let me get something good this time.
Anyways, Bean Boozled. I need to know the color. Oh, it's the orange. These ones. Okay, so what we do is I just pick out a bunch of them and I stick them in here. Oh, so if you do know what happened last time, well,
I lost both times. I got
Well-
old bandage and boogers, I think.
yeah. So we're gonna go for what? Just say strawberry,
Strawberry smoothie.
strawberry smoothie, or dead fish. Oh dear Lord! So I got all the ones out of here that look to be the same color that Timmy chose on Bean Boozled. We do this jelly bean thing. We pick our jelly beans, the colors. We spin the wheel.
Ticking clock.
This is a winner, folks. I can.
Oh,
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I don't know. I haven't lost yet, so okay, hold tight.
Spin the wheel.
Okay, shake it out. What if we both win? Then we have to go again.
Is it tasty?
Well, we only do two a show,
I
right?
know, that's true.
It's not win or lose. It's just two a show.
Except I lost both times.
Loosed. All right,
ready?
folks.
Okay.
Or
3,
puke?
Wait, wait.
Berry
The song will tell us.
or barf? Cocoa or canned dog food? 1, 2, chew.
Oh my god. You get a good one?
Yeah.
Again? That was raunchy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, we need to get a beer going. That was exactly like a fish smells.
I'm like scared here because I don't know. I don't know if I truly got a good one
You
or
would
I'm
know,
just,
trust me. You would know. Come on, 0 for 3. You bugger. You choose me one next time. My choices have been poor.
Oh,
Oh,
it's such a psychological thriller because you don't know.
you're like waiting.
Yeah, and it's like, and then you react, and I'm like,
Well, you haven't had a bad one yet, but trust me, you'll know.
I have not
That's
had
so gross.
a bad one.
Ugh,
I don't know when we come back to this Bean Boozled, but
never.
Timmy got boozled again.
0 for 3.
I enjoyed mine.
I'm super happy for you.
Well,
Take the risk.
I'm not.
what do we got now?
Tasty.
Beer 30 again.
Yes,
Here we
please.
go.
It's beer 30.
The Kennebec Pilsner brought to you by our friends at Shore Fishing and TFO Canada. The next fly, I know. I was just saying goodbye to it.
All right.
All right, rinse that dead fish out.
Yeah, please pour me a glass. Sidewinder IPA, the articulated streamer. This is again Snake Lake Brewing out of Sylvan Lake, Alberta. This is a West Coast hazy hybrid. This is a little heavier, 6.5%. The scoop on this one is it's named after the famous Sidewinder water slide at the old Wild Rapids Park in Sylvan. If you never went, you missed out. You could get
Sylvan Lake
oh man,
legendary.
like take your tetanus shot and then go to thank you. Go to the water park. It was awesome. A lot of good childhood memories there.
It made Sylvan Lake on the map.
It really did. It truly did. Okay, so that's what it's named after. It's a bit of a local legend. The hatch on this one, this is best of both worlds. An IPA. It has the body of a hazy, soft, pillowy, but the flavor profile of a West Coast piney and citrusy IPA. On the palate, this is going to be big hits of overripe fruit, pine resin, and citrus zest. It's got a gentle bitterness, meaning it won't scrape your tongue like an old school IPA, but it still has enough backbone to let you know it's there. Best paired with high water and aggressive takes. This is bold beer for when you're chucking big flies and looking for a reactive strike.
Yeah. So on the palate, big hits of overripe fruit. The pine resin is interesting because you wonder who decided to go lick a pine tree and say, that's
what it tastes
let's,
like, yeah.
let's put that ass in there.
Like who eats dead fish and is like, this is the jelly bean that tastes like
Let's
it.
put it in there.
All right.
A guy named Tim does. That's who does that. So the Sidewinder IPA. Thanks, Terry Sather,
Yes, thank you, Terry.
for dropping these off. That's truly grateful.
I'm surprised no one died at Wild Rapids. It's true.
I bet you they did. It's just we didn't have social media to find out that they went off the slide, the Sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
But I've rode the Sidewinder, and now I'm going to drink the Sidewinder. And to that we say,
Cheers, cheers.
maybe it's your fishy stinky mouth.
Pour it slow and pour it early. Beer 30. Pour it slow and pour it early.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I weirdly, I'm gonna do that. I've been so like on the halfers. I'm still on the halfer, but I'm gonna go on the upside of the halfer. I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Going 4?
I have a little history tonight with it, so.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. For me, this is not a win.
That's good. That's
so
good.
I'm going 2.
That's fair.
It's I don't know if it's pine resin or not, but it's something that
The piney. We're not into the piney.
it doesn't linger, which is good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the overripe fruit.
Well, I will disclose, we had dinner before the show,
We did.
and I thought, I wanted to have a beer with dinner. And so I cheated. I had one of these. But because of that, I can openly admit that my friend Dave Rutherford has taught me how to be a better beer drinker. And once it opened up for a bit, I felt that it was extremely better.
Okay.
So
let's see. I'm gonna
my
let it.
palate's ready for it. Yours just had dead fish. And
true.
after a strawberry milkshake, it tastes pretty good. So
All right,
again,
all right.
6. We gave her 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Just like the last one, 6 out of 10. And what really matters here is that we don't know what we're talking about when it comes to beer.
No.
We just tell you our brief, honest review. And I'm going to give it one more sip and tell you a little more. Yeah, I'm still at yeah. Funny stories coming in the comments. Tiff, worked at the Sylvan Lake water slide, and she said it was the least safe place she's ever worked.
Really?
Yeah, and she also said that when you push people to get them going on the Sidewinder, sometimes you would take a horrific fall
colliding with the tubers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so might be one of the reasons that, that was the good old days.
Yeah, you just didn't worry about that. I mean, if you got hurt, you got hurt.
Yeah, nobody cared. You're bleeding, the pool's red.
Yeah.
And such is life.
It was back when people actually fell off roller coasters. Like,
Yeah,
good
West
times.
Edmonton Mall.
yeah.
And they didn't post about it. Complain.
Travis wants me to try another jelly bean and then try the beer again.
Well, it's a risk.
It's a risk, and I'm not sure I'm willing to take it.
I
My
know.
odds aren't good.
I can't take that risk, but we do got a really fun fly coming up that isn't a risk when you fish it, and it's the Tim's Hopper. This thing is an absolute Titanic.
It's a
Okay,
good one.
can float 7 flies beneath it if you're allowed to fish 8 flies in your area. But yeah, Tim's Hopper. Tim's Hopper's magical. Mr. Tim Drummond, who's the one that designed this fly. Interesting enough, you're going to find some funny things about the hackle. But before we tie it,
Time to get buggy.
Getting buggy with Dana. Check the legs, check the foam. It ain't a cricket, and it ain't a toad. It's the baddest bug on the gravel road. When it hits the water, the trout attack. There ain't no turning a big
this is my
fish
favorite
back.
one so far.
It's the Thames Hopper.
The big fish stopper.
Now let's get buggy.
Cause it's time for
Get buggy with Dana.
The Big Fish Stopper. Isn't that absolutely... Of all the Getting Buggy songs, that one simply is my absolute favorite. All right, the Tim's Hopper. Guys, not much we haven't gone over before, but you're going to see the interesting part about the proportions on this fly. The fact the hackle just goes, I don't want to go any further up the fly. And you might ask why. Also, we're asking why, which is why I reached out to Tim Drummond to try to ask him why. Never got an answer, never got a response, but in the meantime, the Tim's Hopper. We can learn a few things about it and kind of understand what we're doing here with all this magical foam. So anyways, remember the club sandwich hopper, which we are going to be tying this year because it has the idea of stacking, packing, and multiplying layers of foam, right? And so that was kind of used in this one here. So back in the old Dave's hopper, right, with the deer hair, absolutely, I hate that fly. And if one more client brings it on the boat, I'm gonna leave the boat to them because there's probably nothing worse than a Dave's hopper fish out of a drift boat in a bright sunny day. You can't see. It's unbelievable. So anyways, cue the foam, right? That's why we fish these big foam monsters. So it's a guide fly. It's simple, it's bomb proof, and it's effective. If you ever are around the boat ramp and people start talking about guide flies, you know they're easy to tie. They're effective. You can see them. They float. They work. Right? It's the magic, especially fishing out of a drift boat. You need a fly that people can see, clients can see, you can see. You need a fly that works. You need a fly that floats if you're fishing on top. Not that you need to see your nymphs, but there's a lot of intricacies go around a guide fly, right? And this one is quite simply a guide fly. It could be a stone fly, it could be a salmon fly. You can adjust the colors as to which you tie this fly to your preference. If you want the olives, tie them in the olives. If you want the oranges, tie them in the oranges. If you want the golds, the yellows, the browns, tie them. And don't let anybody tell you no. You do you. You do you, boo. If you want to tie it in purple, I highly suggest that. Tie it in purple. It's a big meal floating down the river. It holds the rapids while it floats, folks. It's a big, huge Titanic ship that will also hold up a big fly like the 2-bit hooker because of the floatability of it. So don't be afraid to fish something like this if you're really wanting to get into the old hopper dropper thing. But I do say this. Don't fish a hopper and a 9-foot leader to a dropper and call yourself a hopper dropper guy. You're simply nymphing. Okay. And all you're doing is making it really hard to cast, and you're negating actually nymphing from this weird thing called the hopper dropper. These glasses are tight on my face. Like I said, twitch it, skate it, pop it, twist it. You know, that's what I always think. That stupid toy we had was like pop it, twist it, turn it, pop it, twist it, turn it. Fish this fly and don't always have to have a perfect drift. Cast it downstream, mend it upstream. Ding, 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 ding. Lift up your rod, shake your rod, twitch it. That thing skates on the water. If you've ever seen a stonefly on the water, they don't really hang out. Okay, they have legs out to the side and they can skate. I know it's called a hopper, but it can be fished as a stonefly, a salmon fly. Hoppers are different than those because hoppers' legs need to push off something, right? To go. And that water doesn't have any resistance. So this is a hopper in the water. Stoneflies, their legs are out here and they're going, I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. And they skitter. And they can skitter really fast. And that can cause a fish to get aggressive and angry and go after it. So that's kind of the Tim's hopper, a guide fly, a big giant foam fly that can make yourself a big floatant for a big heavy dropper. So experiment. I've not personally fished this fly, so I can't tell you the effectiveness of it other than Tim Drummond swears by it. I'll give you a Dana tip. I just did. Twitch it. How do you ask yourself the question, should I twitch it? Should I dead drift it? Well, if they're not eating on the dead drift, try the twitch. If they're refusing the twitch, go back to the dead drift. But I will tell you this, the legs are important. And I suggest you leave them longer than you want. And you carry something like nippers, scissors, some sort of cutting device in your kit, in your walking weight kit, in your boat. And you can always cut them, but you can't make them grow. So make them longer, keep them longer, because some of the best days on the river have been with really long legs on a fly like this. And that's all I got. Getting buggy with Dana, round 2, the Tim's hopper. Next up is Tim's going to show you how to tie this masterful guide fly. And then we're going to play some Flyingo. So flyingo.ca, get your Flyingo cards. Be ready. All right.
All right, guys. The Tim's hopper. Let's get to work on this fly. So it is an interesting pattern. In other flies, like the Troy's fly, which we actually showed you, it's the same idea where you put hackle on the underside of foam, but that runs the full length. This, I think, was trying to mimic bigger, bulkier back section, or like Dana also said, it could be stonefly. So you got lots of legs, but what we do know from the history of fishing flies with hackle that have foam, they float really well and they just produce fish. So I'm same boat as Dana. I have not fished this fly yet, but super intrigued to give it a go. We're tying it in a kind of a yellow tan color tonight, but definitely a variety of colors to do it in. I think going tan yellow would be great, tan on the bottom. Also going to your olives, and then if you're going to a true stonefly, maybe going with that kind of more orangey golden stone color would be super effective. Now the thread that I'm going to be using is a 140 denier, so you're going to want something a little more in thickness because we don't want to cut through the foam. Now I'm using it in brown tonight, and the reason I'm doing brown is just because at the front portion of the fly, where kind of the majority of the tying of the foam comes in, we're gonna see the underside of the thread, and I like the contrast that it gives. You could stick with any color, but I like the brown. You also could go with just yellow thread. It would match the foam, but then I think it's kind of lost a bit. I just like what this gives. So let's head on over to the vise and let's take a peek at this fly, and we'll get rocking on it. So here we have it, the Tim's hopper. Okay, you can see same thing. I tied this with that dark brown underneath. It kind of creates that little bit of change in color on the foam, but thread color is definitely up to you. It's just a preference thing, and it's just something to give a try and give some contrast. Okay, so let's pop this guy out of the vise. We are tying this tonight on a size 6 hook, so this is definitely a decent size hopper pattern, or stonefly. It would be pretty much a perfect size stonefly for us. We'll We'll get our hook in the vise, a nice level. Now I'm gonna come over to my thread, and I'm gonna start some thread wraps a little ways back from the eye of the hook. I'm just gonna start taking thread wraps all the way rearward. This is just laying a base layer down for everything that's gonna come after. Now I'm gonna leave it right around the point of the hook to tie in our first material. Now you're gonna notice in your kit you have a lot of red crystal flash. So I'm gonna grab myself a nice long piece of it, and I'm gonna be doubling this over a few times, creating extra pieces. I want to have probably in that neighborhood of 6 to 8 pieces of flash coming off the back. So I'm just matching up the tips like so. I'll come in, run my scissors down until it stretches out, maybe, and then trim it. And then I'm gonna, I didn't realize this red is very hard to see against red, but I'm going to double that over again. So now I have 4, so when I double this over, it will be 8, which is perfect. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna tie this in long. You got lots of crystal flash in there to get lots of pattern, or lots of these flies tied, so I'm just gonna leave it nice and long. I'm gonna tie it in back here, kind of right by that point of the hook. Give my bobbin a little spin. Coming up and over. And I'm just gonna take a few thread wraps forward, kind of aligning that on top of the hook shank before I fold this other half back, right up on top of the hook shank, and then taking thread wraps rearward. And now I'm gonna take this all the way back into the top of the bend. And you're probably asking or thinking, why red? Why are we putting this red crystal flash? Well, if you've ever looked at a hopper, they always have some portion of red, especially the tan hoppers have a little bit of red, or the yellowish colored hoppers have this little red. Sometimes it's on their legs, sometimes it's just back on the very back portion of their body, but it's just a very short piece. We're gonna trim it pretty short too. It's not hanging way out, but just to trigger maybe something. You know, it's almost like a hot spot on a nymph. It's just doing a little something. So I'm gonna trim this pretty close to the back hook bend. I'm not leaving too much of this hanging out the back. Just a little stubby. Okay. Now, the next material we're going to come at with is our first piece of foam, and this is going to be the base layer of our foam. It's going to be the yellow color. Okay. First thing you want to do is we did strip this up for you. Okay, so it's already in strips, but I like to come in here and double check. Make sure that's roughly a hook gap in width, and that's pretty darn perfect actually at this end. So that's the perfect width for the fly. Often when we're tying with foam, we're just going to measure that hook gap, and that's going to be a good guide for how wide we want the foam to be. Now I'm gonna bring the tip of my foam up on one side or the other, and I'm gonna cut a point into it, just a shallow point. Just like this, doesn't have to be perfect, just something like that. Okay, try to get them somewhat even. I definitely didn't get that one even. But something like that, okay? Now, this piece of foam, don't get frustrated by it, because it's gonna roll around the hook shank a bit until we tie it back in at the front again. But we're gonna tie it in initially right back here at the back. Now you can see where you did your cut, you have those kind of points here on the side, okay? We want to tie it in so that those are just a little beyond our thread. I'll come in here, I'm going to kind of pinch on the back of the foam, come up and over straight across the top of the foam. I'm going to get a second wrap right away, let my bobbin hang, kind of center that on the top of the hook shank, and then I'm going to come in here and grab with my fingers on the foam and then pull tight. And I'm going to take a few more thread wraps. And now this guy, like I said, is going to move around on you a bit. That's not the end of the world. That's kind of what we're left with at the back of the fly. Okay? Now, right away, what I'm going to do is trim this up a bit. I know that when I finish this fly, I'm going to trim it roughly pretty close to the eye of the hook, but I'm going to leave myself a little extra space and just trim that off. That just means I have less foam to work with, and it's not going to be as much in the way. Like I said, you're going to see this can move around still. Okay? And that's okay. I put some tight wraps on it, but I can still get it out of the way. I can work around it. It's not going to come off. Now the next thing we're going to tie in on here is going to be an under piece of foam that we're going to wrap our hackle on. So I'm going to take my thread back forward. Now when we're gauging on this hook, I need to leave at least a third of the hook shank to tie in my thorax. And I actually think it should be closer to half, but just a hair over half. So I'm going to, I actually like right where my thread is here. This is where the hackle is going to sit in here and the thorax is going to be built up here, okay? So you actually don't put in a whole ton of hackle, so don't overdo it. Now in your kit, you're going to see you have this thin yellow foam that we cut into a very thin strip for you. Okay, what I want you to do is tie this in right here. Nothing fancy, just come in here, get some thread wraps on it, and start taking thread wraps rearward. We're gonna take this little piece of foam all the way back, trying to get this as close, pinched up against the back of that foam at the back end. Okay, now we can just leave that there. Now we gotta come to our next piece. And this is kind of the funky thing how this fly is tied. It's gonna probably be hard to see, but this is monofilament, okay? It's like just a little bit of fishing line. This could be some 4X, 5X, okay? Just super thin mono. This is what's gonna secure our hackle in place. So I want you to grab one of the pieces that you have in your kit of that. We're gonna come in here. I'm gonna take my thread forward just slightly, and I'm gonna tie this in on the near side of the fly. But I really wanna secure this in because this is essentially what we would do on it, or what we did on the last fly with counter wrapping the wire. We're just doing it with the mono so that it doesn't show through and doesn't add weight, as that is something you don't want on a dry fly. Then I'm gonna take my thread all the way forward, just ahead of where I started tying in that foam. Okay. Now, next piece of this is I'm gonna take my foam, this thin piece, and I'm gonna start wrapping it, palmering it forward. Okay. And I am pulling some tension on it, but I'm not pulling like super tight so that it's gonna break or that it's gonna be too thin. I'm just keeping a nice taut pressure as I move forward. And this is the portion of the fly that the hackle is gonna sit on, okay? I'm gonna take it right here, back up to my thread wrap behind, thread wrap in front, and repeat to lock that into place. And once I know that that foam is secured, then I'm gonna come in here and trim that out. And that's gonna basically be the platform that the hackle is gonna sit on here in a second. So I'm gonna take the butt section of that foam and just drive some thread wraps down on top of it. Just kind of secure it there. Now before I do anything else, because it gets harder once I have foam on here, I'm gonna come up here and lay a nice thread base all the way up to the eye of the hook. Because remember, this is what we're gonna see on the underside of the fly. So if I take my time, I go down once and come back, it should be pretty sufficient. Tighten that down. Now we're gonna go to the hackle that you have in your kit. It's a really long piece. This piece isn't as long anymore because I've tied a few flies out of it. But we wanna find the underside of the fly, and we've kind of talked about this a lot in recent days. The concave or the underside, we want pointed back and down the fly. So this fly, or this hackle is pretty neutral in color on both sides. On other hackles, sometimes you can tell because the underside is lighter in color. But just look for the side that's kind of concaved, and that's what we want to point back and down the fly. I'm first going to come in here and strip off a few fibers to expose the stem, so I have something to tie in. So I'll start with that. I'm going to come in and tie this in right where I left the end of that foam. I like to leave a little bit of a longer stem because I'm going to fold that down and wrap over top of it. I want to have that nice and secured so it's not going to pull out. Okay? I'll leave my thread right there because when I come back up with my mono, I need to tie it off. And now I'm just going to palmer this back towards the back of the fly. I need to capture it with the mono, so that's going to come into play here in just a second. But I want to get a full wrap right at the front of the foam before I start to angle it rearward. And I'm just doing nice consistent wraps. Don't have to be like super stacked on top of each other. Just leaving a little bit of space. Got my monos kind of in the way here. Get that over in the material clip if it'll stay. And just keep taking this rearward. This nice evenly spaced wraps all the way back. And you see, because of how I placed that hackle to start with, it's actually, you know, the fibers of that feather are already wanting to point rearward. I'm gonna take this all the way back to right against the foam. Now keep in mind which way that you're wrapping right now, we're gonna go the opposite way with the mono. So once I get all the way to the back of the foam, I'm gonna pull straight up on that, come over here and grab my mono. And because I went that direction, now I'm gonna oppose that. Go in the other direction.
That's what makes you beautiful.
The other direction.
We can only go one direction.
Oh, only one direction. I want to kind of keep holding on to this hackle until I get a full wrap with my mono, because I want to make sure that it's not going to come loose on me and unravel. Once I got that full wrap with my mono, now I'm just going to wiggle this back and forth. You can see that the hackle's trapped now because it's not obviously loosening off. I'm just gonna wiggle this through the fibers as I palmer forward. And the beauty of the mono is you can't see it. It's not affecting the appearance of the pattern as we come back forward. It's just securing that stem. I'm gonna give a ton of durability to this fly. Once I get all the way to the front and I wiggle it through, now I can come in here, take my thread right back to the edge here, and I'm gonna take a thread wrap behind my mono and in front and repeat. Go again behind it, because again, if this becomes unsecured, now everything's gonna fall apart. Look at you going on your sound effects.
Well,
there.
it's better than your future woolly sculpin.
Oh, yeah. Next week, good luck, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I'm here, I'm gonna come in and trim out this tag end of the stem. Set it aside because you're gonna use it on your next one when you tie the next fly. Okay. Now I'm gonna fold this guy forward and just kind of go right over top of that hackle. Don't even worry about it. Just kind of compress it down. You could trim it out if you want, but it's not affecting anything. I'm gonna set that down right there. I'm gonna try to pull all this little bit of hackle back out of the way, but it's definitely not a big deal. Lay that straight down. I'm gonna get my first thread wrap right up over top and centered. And now that you're gonna notice this will stop spinning. So once I got my first and second, I can start to tighten, take a few more, tighten down. Just be careful, don't to overdo it, because you could definitely cut through the foam still, okay? So now I got that secured there. We're gonna go to our next piece of foam. We're gonna go over to our tan. Okay, if the tan's a little wider than the yellow foam, that's fine. If it's the same, also fine. This is gonna mimic the wing, okay? Now, I'm gonna come in here, do the same thing, trim a little point on it. A shallow point like that. I'm gonna set this guy right up on top. I'm gonna match the exact same length as the yellow foam. Place a finger on top, come up over top, right where I tied off that yellow foam. Couple more wraps, then I'm gonna pinch tight, pull down. That'll secure it in, okay? Now I'm gonna come right away and trim this out to the same length as the yellow, just because it gets it out of my way. Maybe take another one, make sure it's good and secure. And now our cider foam, this is all for the angler because it's gonna help them see it a little better. We're gonna come in with the orange foam like this. I'm gonna cut myself just a very short piece, maybe half an inch, okay, something like this. And I'm actually gonna come in here and thin this down a bit. So I'm gonna trim a little bit off of it. We want this to be narrower, like so. We want it to be narrower than that foam there, because we don't want the fish to see the orange. This is just for us. And I'm gonna tie this, extending it back about half of the distance between my tie-in point and the back of the fly. Lay it right about there. And tie it down. These tie-in points, we're gonna come back over at the end and we're gonna be adding some resin to them, because those, obviously everything's getting tied in there. So it's important that those are nice and secure. Okay, so now we're gonna tie in a set of legs. We're gonna tie the set of legs in twice. You've got some long floss. This is also an interesting material, right? It's a floss leg and not a rubber leg. So I'm gonna double this over, or just trim out 4 pieces that are roughly 2 inches long, okay? I just know that, because I've done this a couple times, if I fold this over twice, I'm gonna end up with 4 pieces of that equal length. Come in, trim them down, then I'm left with 4 pieces that are basically that length, okay? Set those aside and just grab 2 of them. Now I'm gonna match up the tips of these guys so they're even when I tie them in. I'm gonna find the midway point in those legs, set it right up on top, right on top of the orange foam, come over with 2 loose wraps. Now I'm gonna come in here and grab the perspective legs and pull them to the side, and I want them to sit right around that yellow, between the yellow and the tan foam. Okay, they're wanting to move around on me a little bit. I'm gonna pull these ones over to the near side, and I'll do a couple more wraps so they don't move on me. Tighten down, and if I need to readjust them again, just readjust them. They do a pretty good job of moving when you want them to, so you just kind of wiggle them till you get them to be pretty much level with each other on both sides. Okay, so you're left with something that looks like this. Okay, that's our first set of legs. I'm gonna do this one more time up at the front of the fly. Okay. All right, so now we can pull up all this foam. We're gonna take another bit of thread wraps forward. Don't have to really worry about this being even because like I said, it doesn't affect the profile, it's just the color you see underneath. Take this up, leaving just a little bit of space behind the eye of the hook. And now I'm gonna tie down both of the yellow and the tan foam at the same time. Come right up over top, perfectly across it, second wrap, pinch, and pull down. Repeat that a couple more wraps, pinch down and pull again. And that'll be our main tie-in point at the front of the fly. Okay, so I'm left with this. Now you can kind of see it's okay, it's starting to take some shape, which is good. Now we're gonna fold back this cider foam. We're gonna tie that guy in as well, and making sure again it's centered in the center of that tan foam. A couple wraps to pull it down. Okay. Now the fly actually looks like it's taking some shape. We're gonna come back, grab those other two sets of legs, and we will tie in the legs the same way we tied in the ones at the back. We're gonna tie them in at the front. Kind of even them up, find that midpoint. Couple thread wraps. A little bit of a tug, not too much. And then I can pull them both to their respective sides. Get them down in between the yellow and the orange foam. Just like so. So once you get them in, it should look something like that. Okay, this fly like starts off slow, but then it comes together super quick. Gonna take a few more thread wraps here to get this nice and tight. Pull some tight wraps into it. As long as my legs didn't move around too much, I should be in pretty good shape. You just want to kind of have a couple of X patterns. The legs, especially floss legs, actually move a lot more than a rubber leg because they're quite light. So don't worry if they're kind of at a funny angle. I guarantee the fish don't care. It's just kind of how they're going to sit in the water. Now from here, I'm going to come in here and I'm actually just going to do a half hitch on this one just because it's a little bit tough to work around that foam. And I am going to put a bunch of resin on this, so I'm not too worried about it. Come in here. You can whip finish or just half hitch. Even just do a quick save button, and you're gonna get you're gonna be able to secure this down real good. I'll do it 3 times. Pull that tight. Trim out my thread. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim up the front of this fly a little bit. So I actually have it tied a little bit long on that pre-cut. So I'm gonna shorten up the head slightly. So I want you to pull the legs back out of the way. We're gonna trim this off square, just a little bit shorter, take about 1 millimeter off. So it looks like so, okay? And then I'm gonna come in here, and this is just aesthetics. I'm gonna trim the edges so that it rounds off that head a little bit. Makes it look a little bit more realistic. Just trim it down. Just like that. I don't like this camera angle, it's not flattering.
I just can't get over those pop bottle.
Yeah, they're there. They often come down on the nose too. Just like that. There you go, flies coming together, we're almost done. Looks pretty dang good. Can you see me? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna trim this, this orange foam, just a little bit. So I like our spot at the back, but we're gonna trim the front one down just slightly. Okay, so it looks like this. And then we're gonna trim our legs, but like Dana said, you can't add length to your legs. So I'm gonna trim these to the size that I would like to fish it, but at the same time, you can also trim them with a pair of forceps or anything out on the river if you don't wanna fish them this length. But more than anything, I'm just gonna even up the legs. So I'm gonna kind of pull them down together, not pulling a bunch of tension on them. But even when you cut them, they're gonna look like different lengths because they're gonna spring kind of into the position that they wanted to be in. I'm gonna try to get them pretty close to even, top to bottom, both sides, like so. Now I'm gonna flip this guy upside down and coat the thread wraps from here back to here with resin. I'm just gonna use my UV Solar Res bone dry. I'm gonna put it on the tie-in points, okay? And I'm gonna put a little bit down the middle. So I'll flip it upside down. Gonna come in here. And this is really gonna just help secure everything at those major tie-in points so nothing's gonna come out. And I'm just gonna add a little bit to that middle piece. And then come in here and cure it.
Looks like Adrian blew his fly up.
Woo! Break your thread and say muck it.
Muck it, chuck it.
Burn it to the ground like a Taylor Sheridan show.
Oh, wait. What's going on here, guys?
Woo! Here she comes. Keep her in the spotlight. Thank you, Rosina, for the great show and dance. Just like that, my friends, you've got your Tim's
Hopper. Tim.
Great little pattern.
Magical pattern.
Just like that.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Focus,
Me.
focus, focus.
I am the focus.
I
am your
boy.
focus. That's beautiful, Tim. Well done. Sean Ellison wondered how fast you could tie it on your own without instructing if it was essentially, indeed, a guide's fly.
Under 5 minutes.
Nah, that's a guide's fly.
Yep. I think that's the standard. Under 5 minutes, guide fly. That's
Yeah.
the way it is.
The mono's an interesting addition to the. You can switch your mic. You're all done tying. Because
agree,
you
it
guys,
is.
we've all been using copper wire. Now, why the mono versus copper wire?
Weight and visibility.
Right.
I actually think it would be cool. I think it'd look good. You don't want to add any extra weight. That's the explanation given in the kind of the original pattern is don't want to add weight. So
And it's invisible.
yeah, it's pretty perfect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because essentially on a fly like this, you could. So I guess a better question is why on a bugger do we use wire to keep the hackle down when you could just tie the hackle in at the back, wrap it forward, and tie it off at the front?
I mean, it's just all about durability, right?
Durability.
So
That's
one
exactly.
one tooth on a hackle, and it all comes undone.
And when that hackle comes undone, party's over.
But then you might ask, then why on some of these bigger streamers that we tie, like let's say the Sex Dungeon, why is there no counterwrapped wire? Well, because you're not using hackle, you're using schlappen.
Schlappen,
and
much
schlappen
stronger.
is much stronger. Yeah.
Core of a schlappen, boys, girls. Strong.
Yeah.
Prove it.
DJ
Prove
Dana.
it.
DJ Dana, a master of the production board. That is a fact.
Guys, we upped our game. We're in 4K. Tim's nails are prime. We've had lots of comments tonight about that.
Really? Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
And the background music game, I solved it. Okay.
Just make your own music.
Make your own music. And what else? What else have we improved? Oh, I know. We've got a fishfield.ca discount code.
Oof, don't miss out.
We've got another round of bamboozled, and then we're going to jump right into the old Flyingo.
Ingo. There's too many flies.
Flyingo.
Fly tying, fly toga.
Flyingo.ca. Get your cards. Flyingo.ca. You guys got so much to do tonight. We're keeping you busy. And Flyingo.ca. We got over 100 players
Nice.
in the queue, ready to go. Some of you are in the queue, like in the game. You're ready to go now, which is great.
Just gonna say a quick good night, Ren. She's off to bed.
Oh, Ren.
Love you, buddy. Get a good sleep.
Will you be at any outdoor shows coming up in Central Alberta? Was Jeremy talking to us?
I think so. And no.
Okay, let's have a moment of truth about what do we want to do here? This one. Let's get up. Outdoor shows. What is outdoor shows? They're great. I think they've lost their swagger, to be honest. A big show like the Denver Fly Fishing Show would be really fun to go to. Very expensive to get there. Very expensive to throw up a booth, and kind of what you've got to like sell to make it worth your while. I think in the beginning it feels good to be at shows because you're shaking hands and kissing babies.
Yeah.
And they are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The Calgary show, the outdoor show, done it many times. It's just kind of like, it's really fun to go see everybody.
Yeah.
Done the Red Deer show a few times, and it just doesn't work.
Well, I think from a business perspective,
Yeah.
your target audience through other forms of advertising is much greater, and I honestly think like a word of mouth experience is a much better advertisement than Bob at the show.
Yeah.
Baldy Bob, he's there.
Baldy Bob is at the show. So
Yeah.
yeah, the shows are fun. And I chatted with the Calgary Outdoor Show lady. And so next year she wants us to go and set up a demo show and whatever. So maybe we do that. It would be fun to go to some of the bigger fly fishing shows. We used to have one here at the Spruce Meadows, and it was good. But when they're like the outdoor shows trying to get the fly fishing side of things in there, it's still tough. It's a tough recovery of an investment. Yeah.
I think that's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
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 Tyler, the Red Deer show is awful. It's basically K-Tel
Yeah,
and
it
Ginsu
is.
knife vendors. Yeah.
Definitely want to go check them out. So if you guys are going and we want to plan to go together or whatever, definitely. I enjoy just perusing. But yeah, I don't know. They're so expensive to be a vendor there. And typically what they are is just that, like K-Tel and Ginsu knife vendors.
Yeah, they've almost become like home shows a lot, not so much outdoor shows.
Yeah.
But
And
they have to fill the vendors. So.
Yeah, they do. And those kind of Ginsu knife people can sell 100 knives and make their money back for being at the show.
Yeah, Gary, honestly, like if I were to go to a show, I think that Denver, I would love to see it sometime.
Yeah.
I think that would be a great one. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting venue for egos. Really fun event a few years ago was the Orvis Guide Rendezvous,
Yeah.
which weirdly they don't do it anymore. But that was worth going because it was a lot of good connections and meeting people. Yeah. But yeah, Denver's definitely, we've talked about it a lot. Other hard thing to do is that this is on Thursday and typically got to be at the show on Thursday. So, and our show is during the show season. So
Yeah, last weekend, according to Gary. Denver show was last weekend,
he was down there. But yeah, maybe we can chat in the future, Gary, if you want to set up a TNL booth at Denver and we'll cover the costs and figure that out. It's just us traveling to these places is maybe you guys are the runs that run the show and we just ship you the booth.
Yeah. Could do that.
Maybe I just had an epiphany. But without much further ado, we got one more Bean Boozled.
Do we? If I lose again, we can't play anymore.
We got to try one more, Timmy. Spin, spin, spinny, spin, spin, spinny. You just spin. It doesn't matter if I spin.
Okay. Let's see it. What's it going to be?
So far, we've done 3. Bean Boozled. It's a jelly bean taster competition where some of them taste.
Peach or barf? I don't want to eat barf.
What color is it? Oh,
It's like the other orange one.
Peach or puke
Puke. Same thing.
puke.
Yeah, same thing.
or bark,
Is it? I think it's this color, right?
cocoa.
That looks the same as the last time.
Fruit. 1, 2.
It does. As last week or the last one we
The
just
last
did.
one we just did.
Dead fish. Yeah. What is the difference?
Well, look at the card. I don't know.
I
a
know.
little
I'm
lighter.
looking. No, I think.
I don't want to do dead fish again.
I don't know. You know what?
Just
Just
pick a
pick
random
one.
color. Okay, I'm going for a blue one.
No, we did that last time.
What was blue? Is that
Oh yeah,
bandage?
do whatever you want. Don't look. Just
No,
do
what is it? What's blue?
Just do whatever you want, Timmy. I'm getting screwed for sure.
I'll go in here.
All right. So which one did you pick?
The light tannish white one.
So it's either stink bug or toasted marshmallow. And I went with blue, which is either toothpaste or berry blue.
No, that's not fair. That's not even gross. Come on. You can chew on toothpaste. No,
What's
I
the
vote.
time?
No, switch it out. You don't get to do
Okay.
blue. You got to go puke or something nasty. Dead fish again.
You just pick it for me.
Okay, I'm picking.
Spin
We
the
did
wheel.
that last time.
No, we did it just a minute ago. I want you to taste the dead
Is
fish.
it tasty?
Nah, nah.
Sick?
You ready?
Peach or puke
We shall count it down for us.
or barf?
We got nowhere to go.
Cocoa or canned dog food? 1, 2, chew.
I win again! Oh!
What was that? It tastes like burnt rubber. What is that? The white one.
Stink bug.
Golly. It stinks.
I got this
Come
four
on.
straight.
0 for 4. Did you got a good one?
Yeah, I'm still chewing it.
I'm so jealous.
And you picked it out for me.
I know I did. I know. God, that's so gross.
Maybe it is gross and I just ate it.
You would have known if it was dead fish, trust me.
Yeah, but it's like a psychological warfare. Maybe I'm just a battler. I just battle through it all.
Man.
Oh, well, that's another week of Bean Boozled.
I think we need to
I
get rid
think-
of that segment.
Ticking clock zone.
That's weird. It's weird. I mean, that wasn't my favorite one, but
I bet it was better than mine.
I mean,
I was so hopeful that time.
Spin the wheel.
It lingers.
Take the
It
risk.
lingers like a bad IPA is what it does.
Or is it sick?
Gross.
un, deux, trois.
Ugh. I gotta get something in my mouth.
Or
How am I that good?
berry?
I don't know.
Barf?
Barry or barf.
Cocoa.
All right, folks. That's
Or
it.
canned
That's all we
dog
That
got
was our final Bean
time.
Boozled, folks,
of the night. Of the night.
of the year. Get
101 players. 101 players.
over 100 players. Let's go.
Maybe. I mean, I've got a lingering taste in my mouth, but I don't think it was bad. I mean, I might as well drink that BioSteel down there. All right, Tim Gets Sucker. That's the rename of the segment. Tim has
Yeah.
completely been boozled. You've been boozled.
I've been boozled.
You got
Hey.
you got toast every single episode.
Yep.
That's all for the time you win it. That's right. That's right. You chose to be a Fly Toga winner, and I chose not
can I
to.
switch? One has consequences,
never.
one does not.
Yeah. Yep. Everyone thinks that I'm toasting you, Timmy.
I think you're right, Dave. I think this is a scheme.
I mean, truthfully, you picked it out for me.
I know
I'm
this.
borderline a magician
I'm
with
not
this.
saying
but
I understand
don't know.
how you're cheating the
don't-
system.
that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point Timmy's got. But truthfully, guys,
All right, do you have your Flyingo card up and ready? I haven't even come close once. Maybe tonight's the night.
tonight's the night. Get your Flyingo card right at the bottom, flyingo.ca. And we are going to start, guys, with 101 players. What happens, truthfully, is that, well, like last time, it went quick. It either ties quick or it went quick. We do have a tiebreaker. Easy enough to go. So the first fly, the first call, hopefully you guys got this on your card, is the atomic worm.
The atomic worm.
Oh, we got to tell everybody what we're getting,
Oh,
what
yeah,
we're giving
yeah, yeah.
away. Oh, it's down there. It's the fly line. Oh yeah. It's the hat. It's a fly fishing boat river outfitter sun shirt. And Thursday Night Live Season 8 kit. And oh yeah, that dry fly box there. And on Orvis Pro Flyline, holy schnitzel doodles. This is a lot, folks. And a TNL Season 8 kit. A Season 8 kit from TNL, folks. And just like that, we got ourselves hitting around that $400 to $500 range, which we do here every single week on the Fishpond Flyingo.
Just like that.
See, Dave knows me good. I'm just manning through it.
Maybe.
That makes it worse for you.
Well, Jeremy's just wondering if you have taste buds.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Might have to do Beer Boozled with the beer from Beer 30 and a Big Wave blind pick. Nope, that's not. I do have taste buds.
Not Big Wave.
Because that Kona Big Wave was absolutely treacherous. So
That was terrible.
we got $400 to $500 of gifts for you. I'd say 500 easily. Flyingo.ca. It's totally free to play. You just got to download your card and play. It's an interactive bingo / fly fishing game.
And you might win. And you might
You might win.
and not win.
You might not win. Beautiful things like what? All right, next pick, hitting the spin to win random. Spin to win random, and the Woolly Sculpin is the next call on the card here. The Woolly Sculpin, which we should have talked to you guys about that.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to come back to that Woolly Sculpin next week. Okay, so yeah, just make sure when your screen pops up when that hits. What color? I haven't played forever. Yellow, and then you hit
green.
You tap it to go green, or you tap it to go
It's
yellow.
green, and then it taps to go yellow.
Yeah, that's how you do it. So make sure you do that. If it's not showing up, if you don't see anything, refresh your page. Okay, just pull down, refresh, hit refresh, tab it on your computer, whatever you got to do. But they will be there eventually. And looks like the next call that we've got on here is, well, we don't know. Do you know, Tim?
I
You can't
don't
tell
know.
me what you want.
Okay, I can't. I
Nope.
would take a Duracell jig, please, for
All right, well,
$400,
let's
Alex.
just hit spin to win, random button. And it's Rope-a-Dope Stonefly. Rope-a-Dope Stonefly. Some of you out there might be getting close to a bingo because with 101 players, the odds are pretty good that, well, somebody bangs them off 4 straight.
Yep.
And the odds are pretty good, too, that you get a tie. And we do have a tiebreaker. I should fiddle around with this more during the week because I'm just sitting here like, how does the tiebreaker work? I don't remember. I'm a little bit removed from the game because of that. Rope-a-Dope Stonefly checking. I guess we don't have any bingos because there's only
It's
been
only
3
3.
called. But well, we could have cheaters. All right. Looks like we got some 3 for 3s. Do we get some 4 for 4s?
Get me a 2-bit hooker.
That's what you need?
That's what Joel said.
All right, let's hit up the next button here. The next one up here is quite simply Bingo Bango, but the Waltz Worm. Waltz Worm. Did anybody get it?
No waltz
I
worm.
might have to take these glasses off, Tim. The
I
pressure.
know. The pressure in the helmet.
Yeah. The pressure in the temples is overwhelming. It's so
I get
bright.
on board with that.
Getting down to business. I don't see any. I don't see
Anybody
any
calling
bingos coming in.
bingo?
I don't see any bingos coming in. So, well, what we could simply do. Sometimes it takes a few seconds. You can throw it in the comments, or you can just hit bingo on your magical thing called Flyingo. All right, next up here, hit the win, the spin to win, random schlamdom. button. Let's hit the next one, folks. Next one's up. Spin 2-bit hooker. Joel gets his 2-bit hooker. Maybe
that's
the winner. We'll see. I do know that Joel has a Captain Clutch sticker.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, we do have a bingo coming in.
Darren's got a bingo.
Darren's got a bingo. Let's verify this. Oh, he doesn't have immunity.
Oh boy, Darren.
Oh boy.
What's Joel got to say here?
Oh, we're gonna find Joel's comment. Bingo
he's
Joel.
bingo
Well,
too.
All right. Well, we got a couple bingos.
Haven't heard the tones.
Oh, because I turned that down. I turned it down. Burp. But see, Joel Souther, Joel, you do have a Captain Clutch. I have not sent you your code, and that's my fault. But just send it through, and we know that if you do win the tiebreaker, you do have mercy.
The mercy,
Yes.
but not for Darren, hey? No Captain Clutch.
Darren's got no Captain Clutch. We cannot grant him mercy.
He's got to play with fire once or twice.
Play with fire. Well, we knew it would come in quick, and we knew there might be a tie. Yep, you got the clutch sticker. We know that. Yep, that's right.
He's all clutched.
But yeah, just send it through. Just say I don't have one. I get it. You do. I can grant you immunity. And once you do that, it'll show up here, and then we can put you into the tiebreaker. Waiting for claims.
Come on, you got to claim. You got to touch the buttons. I don't know how you wore these so much. They're not really that comfortable.
Well, that might be a little big for you, but I wore it just like this, Tim. No visor, just face first.
Really, never?
Well, at one
early
point you
on.
had to, but oh, there we go. Steady Eddie. All right, looks like we got a couple tiebreakers, and I think now the tiebreakers will show up over here. But you guys got to be quick-a-dicky on your fingers because I hopefully have changed all of the questions. I'm so proud of it because they're hard.
They're hard now.
Okay. And so Sather's got immunity, and Wilshire doesn't. But let's add him to the tiebreaker.
Let's go.
Add that to the tie. Fly, so, and then add to the tie. All right, look at that. We got tiebreakers. And I have the power to open the lobby. All right, those folks should be entered into the Thunderdome now.
The Thunderdome.
I think that's how it works. We need more like ominous.
No, we need Thunderdome music.
How do I not have a song for the Thunderdome? All right, Joel, Darren, guys, good luck. You're both in the Thunderdome, and I'm going to spitfire some questions at you, which you will only see on your screen. No one else will see them. I know it's a bit of like, oh, we got to wait to see what happens, but I don't know how to do it any other way. And the first question, hopefully both of you get it. It's a pretty easy one. Hitting you now. Bing bong boom. What brewery did TNL begin at?
Ooh. Which one's which? Magplo is Joel?
Joel, yeah. And then Darren's about Wilshire. Wilshire.
Gotta answer here, buddy.
Joel. Oh, there we go. The answer came in.
Opposing answers. That means.
Wow, this is. See, Joel knows because he was there.
That's true.
But what we do is we just simply reveal the answers.
Oh, he changed it last second.
There it is. There it is.
Oh, there he goes. Mr.
Folks,
Sather.
it's just quite simply Mr. Sather, Simple Dimple, has eliminated Darren who doesn't know any better. And I'm going to just reset the tie, send those guys back. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show Joel on his phone how this works. There it is. Winner, folks.
Winner. Very nice.
Why did that name change to Megplo?
I don't know. Oh,
That's
such
weird.
such a delay.
It's weird. Well, there it is. We've got immunity verified. Joel Sather, you are the winner of this week's Capitano Clutch. Capitano Clutch, but the best part of the show is just ahead of us. Let's say thanks one more time to our beautiful sponsors, and then we're going to come back and we're going to celebrate our wins. You, us, me, Tim, and please don't go anywhere. This is truly the best part of the night.
Innovation is in our DNA here at Fishpond, and this year we're raising the bar. From the brand new Storm Shadow line with industry-first weather resistance to new Nomad neck models crafted for any application. Built for every mile, the entire line is crafted for the rugged demands of adventure travel to the ease of everyday angling. Head on over to fishpondusa.com to find a dealer near you.
Just had the wrong username. Where did our music go?
Our music, you were doing so good. Hit us with something
Still
good.
doing good.
Oh, you're doing great.
I got scars that I've learned to live with.
Yeah, there it is.
Some come from people, some are set.
All of the things that took place tonight. The first ever fly tied with a hat known as a helmet.
Feel bad for me.
The first time the Hanson brothers ever ran.
What I need is for you to
What?
The Hanson brothers, you don't know who they are?
Yeah, I know who they are, but what do you say?
First time the Hanson brothers ever ran a fly tying show.
Oh, I got you.
In the sake of Canada. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Well, guys, this is the part of the show where we want to hear from you. What is your win? You might be questioning that. First off, we want to give a big thank you to Mountain View Benefits. They found the importance of this part of the show, and this is why they sponsored it. It's all about caring about people. So what is your win? What's important now? That's what it stands for. So what is going on in your life that you're willing to share? This is a safe space. We want you to tell us about the victories of your week, or maybe the things that were hard in your week. Whatever is important. What's important now? Doesn't have to be a celebration all the time. It can be the hard things that we can support each other through too. So drop them in the comments. Dana and I are going to come back and read through them after we give our wins. And yeah, it's great. We've talked about this a lot in the last few weeks, which I really love, because it's this whole like red car syndrome. You buy a red car, you see a red car. So you spend your week thinking about what your wins are. And I love it. It's so intentional. And you think about it all week.
Great word, yeah.
Like, I have a lot of wins every week, and it's like they might all be big, but it's like, oh, that one trumped that one.
I
Oh, that
know.
one trumped that
It's
one.
like, where do I?
Yeah, what do I share? So please share. That's the beauty of this part of the show. And if you haven't found value in this, then you just haven't stuck around long enough, because it's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly what Tim said. The intentionality is why it's fun. Since we started doing this, I don't even know when, 4 seasons ago, just wanting people to share, wanting to learn a little bit more about you guys, our TNL fam, and just kind of stay connected, right? And a lot of Thursday Night Live kind of stemmed from the COVID era, right? We had 4 times the amount of people watching and nothing to do. And so, yeah, we just found that was a blessing to be able to just share with random strangers all over the internet, who probably 90% of the people in here we've never met. But yet to be brave enough to just kind of throw it out there and say, this sucks, or this is fantastic, or celebrate me, guys, because this is happening right now in my life. And so like Tim said, we share. Tim will share, I'll share, you guys share, and we'll throw your comments up there, and we'll read them. And then, if you're just here for the fun, the tie-in, the bean boozled, the beer, the goofy parts, or the getting buggy, whatever, and you want to go, you're dismissed. But I do encourage you to stick around, because this is a pretty cool part of the show.
Yeah. That it is.
You're up first, Timmy.
I'm up first. Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of what I can. Well, this actually isn't a hard one for me. So this week, it's been a great week, a busy week, and lots going on. But my highlight actually was yesterday. So I know anything about our situation in the summers and guiding. We're away from home, but we're in our second home. And Dana's mom, who I've claimed as my second mom, I got to spend time with her last night. I had to spend the night over in Calgary, and we just got to sit and talk. And you don't realize how much you miss those moments that we share every evening.
Yeah,
during the summer. You take it for granted, and then it's like get to see the pups, get to see mom, and get to just catch up on life, because you're almost displaced for a while, and you text message here and there, but you don't get to really hear what's going on. And so I really value that. I'm grateful for people like her in my life who have been, we always say this, but like her family's family, and it's not always blood. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my parents, but having the support of other people who care about you. And she gave me a lot of advice last night on things I was struggling through. And that is just that's what people who care about you do. So I'm unbelievably grateful for you, Dar. If you're still in here, thank you. I enjoyed our evening last night. So.
Yeah, beautiful summer mom.
Yeah.
It's an interesting week. Couple weeks now, running on this. Just trying to get myself to get out of the house, and it's weird. It's weird because it's so beautiful. It's been such a beautiful couple weeks, and the river's calling your name, the mountains are calling your name, and still yet somehow I just feel like I just can't, just can't get out of the house. I'm really trying to walk through that, like what is it, and honestly I think it's just me being a bitch, and truthfully. And I just got to stop feeling sorry for myself. Winters are weird, especially in kind of my job, because you got to be available. You got to kind of be around the computer. And I think sometimes I feel guilty when I go away and I'm not able to answer the phone to book a call or an email. So yeah, I guess my win is that I'm just going to give myself a little more grace. I'll go back to the simplicity of life and knowing that tomorrow's not promised. A couple big things happen in the world. One of them being a tragic school shooting again that yesterday or 2 days ago. And kind of the really shite thing about that is that we are so calloused as a society now that this event will go away in 2 more days, and it won't be the headlines. It won't be on anybody's mind, which is sad because to those affected, it's absolutely devastating. And it's just kind of got me like kind of concerned for, I mean, I don't know how to change it because I'm the same person that everyone is, where it's like, well, cool. Like, literally when I heard the news, I was like, well, that's crap. Right. But thinking back to Columbine, thinking back to like 9/11, when these big world events happened, we were just so like stunned for months, years. And so that's sad. That's kind of really sad. My favorite show, Dawson's Creek. Dawson Leary passed away. And I encourage everybody to, I don't really have like a banger win, but just let me talk this out, because if you go on his Instagram account, he had, it's pinned at the top, and I think it was about a year ago. And so he had colorectal cancer for about a year at this time. And he was just talking about how he was going through the hardest year of his life. And I have had cancer, skin cancer, but not where he was faced with his mortality. And it was like this question of like, who am I? Am I an actor? What she was like, well, I can't act right now. Am I a father? Well, I can't really be much for my kids right now. He said a few more things that are pretty profound, and I'm just encouraging you guys, if you get a chance, go check his Instagram out, and just read it, because the conclusion was he was enough, just him, right? And he kind of really got spiritual at the end of that. But I think that was the kind of the blessing in his message. So yeah, that sucks, because I was a huge Dawson's Creek fan. Don't kill me, guys. It was Katie Holmes that I was there for.
Honesty.
But yeah, and then the interesting part of all of this was I found this post 3 days ago, and it just talked about how like tomorrow's not promised, cliche to say, and it just kind of like hit me that, with this little funky crap I'm in and wanting to do more. And it's like, you got to get over it, because tomorrow's not promised, and you're literally taking for granted, being happy and healthy and able and all this stuff. So no clue where I'm going with this, other than things are fragile. We are blessed to be a blessing. And I'm just super grateful to have one more day on earth, one more day with you guys. And truly, I hope I get to wake up tomorrow and do it all over again, because I'm just grateful to be here.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
And you're a surplus.
And surplus man.
Yeah.
Great point, Tim. Because when we talk about that a few weeks ago, is just to remember, and in these moments, it's what I think about is, you're not a drain on society, and you're not a break-even person. So when you're feeling like crap and you're in the, I think, what my win was? My win was last night talking to Troy. And it's interesting because me and Troy get to talk. We get to, there's a few people you talk to every day. And Troy's been working up north. I'm glad I talked this through. And I don't hear from him for a week. And it's just like yesterday I was driving, into volleyball practice, and I was like, I'm calling Troy. And I called him, and he's like, dude, I was just calling you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I needed me some Troy time. If you know Troy, or if you've ever talked to Troy, he will absolutely light your candle. Like, his joy and positivity And Troy's going through the grind right now with a bunch of stuff, and he's just a blessing. And I got about 40 minutes to chat with him, and I just felt better. And so, yeah, there it is.
There's your win.
That was beautiful. When you say surplus man and you think of Troy,
Yeah, well, that's a great example of one.
yeah. And we're still live streaming in 4K.
Yeah, we did it, guys.
We're doing it.
Rosina came in. she
Rosina
didn't
played,
crash.
nothing crashed. We're like really making big steps here. Someone asked about the Flyingo card. No, it's attached to your email. So that email should always, even if you have to re-enter your email, it'll give you a code to get back into the game, but it will still be your same card.
Same card, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where are we at? Joel, the actual winner tonight.
My win was getting to catch a flight home a night early from my work trip. Happy to have a night home with my wife and to join tying. Thanks for the fun time, guys.
Yeah.
Another great example of a surplus man.
That's a surplus couple. That's what they are. Harry Tats wins. Starting a new adventure doing education on my own way, and all the other dumpster fires going on don't seem that bad because of it. And honestly, Tim eating gross shit made my week.
Glad I can be here for a stink bug and some puke. Cole, win. 2 weeks consistent tracking food, 2 weeks of creatine, and 2 weeks of working out. Feels nice to have the energy again to enjoy working out. Prioritizing my health.
You're like the couch people, Tim. That's why we haven't got any couch people.
It's true. They don't like me.
We made fun of them for not reading.
Life is short. Yeah.
Adrian, my win. So grateful for what I get to do on a daily basis, that I have the ability, knowledge, and all the traits to get the job done. Whether it's being a dad or a spouse or work. Life gets tough, but I can get through it. That's a surplus man right there. No matter what's going on, like that guy would be the first one to drive up here and just like he's always asking people what he can do. Like he just thinks of other people way more than he thinks of himself.
Very true. Have a great week, everyone. My win is that I get the day off tomorrow. Not much, but worth it to me. LPCF. Thanks, Neil.
Nice. Ritzko's win. His daughter got engaged.
Ooh,
round of clicks,
click,
round
click,
of clicks.
Dave, my win is TNL. The past 4 Thursdays, I have felt completely burnt out by the time we got home and haven't been in a good mood. But as soon as 7 hits, that all goes away. Appreciate you both. Well, we appreciate you.
Oh,
buddy.
yeah. Surplus, the surplus man. TSM. Someone hashtag this.
Yeah.
I know it's not as cool as OQP. It will be.
TSM.
Show me your shirt.
Where's my shirt?
I don't know. You had it on back there somewhere. Hirsch, my win. Look at that. The surplus man. Ritzko will love that. He's all over this. My win was fishing in the sunshine today on Stafford Creek. I really needed some time on the water where life gets quiet.
Yeah.
In the sun, it's been so beautiful.
Mr. Durfee, win. Getting to spend the full weekend up at the fly fishing show. Hard week for the wife, yet she encouraged me to be up there. Reconnecting with friends and made new fly tying friends. That's a surplus wife.
Nice. Kenny, my win for the week. Got a break from work and time for the wins. Can't wait to get back to normal next. You're coming to the couch with the Aaron in the year 3000.
Nice.
Might have some sleepovers.
Bruce, big news around our house. My wife and I have decided to retire. We're so fortunate that we are in a position where we can choose to spend time with our aging parents, be present for the kids, and find new ways to amuse ourselves without the obligation of the 9-to-5 grind. I shared the news with my team at work and was able to tell them how sincerely proud I am of each of them individually as people and professionals. I have a few more weeks and look forward to supporting them through a big transition for all of us. Well, congratulations, Bruce. That's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And what a change, but an awesome one.
Roger wins. I've had a productive week getting projects done around the house, going through some PT right now, physical therapy on my shoulder. Trying to get my casting arm ready for the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just want to shout this out because,
Yeah.
yeah,
That he is.
dying climbing up prairie.
Like a bearded, well, not bearded anymore, Cole.
Yeah, baby.
But a golden
face.
retriever. Yeah.
Fishfield doesn't like your shipping address. Well, find a different address or just hit pick up. Just say pick it up or something and we'll figure it out, Mike. We always do. It already shipped one to you, so I'm not sure why. Terry saw him on Saturday. He was a hobble dobbling coming up, bringing the beers.
Yep.
Yeah,
Amazing.
except for the stairs.
Except for the
That's right. He had
stairs.
to get
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, it's awesome.
This is funny. Still
Still
gonna
gonna
farm.
farm.
You-
The
a
UFA
farmer,
brothers.
A farmer never retires.
No. And they're always broke somehow.
Yeah. Oh, go Canada, go, folks. This
Yeah.
has been an exciting episode full of Olympic cheer.
That does.
Got to get all this songs on our I'm working on it. I have signed in for a DistroKid account and it's coming to Spotify. I'm doing everything I can. Just not getting out of the house. I hate this place. But we got 4K. Who doesn't like TNL and 4000?
Yeah. So much better.
Maybe it is. It didn't crash though.
Didn't crash.
Didn't
It's a
crash.
blessing.
We gotta do fun things like fireworks and confetti. We're gonna test the limits
Test
now.
the limits here.
Yeah.
See what we can make happen. Ugh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, guys, go into another week intentional and be that surplus we're talking about. Search out your wins because they're there. And I would even tend to say maybe you can cause your own wins with being intentional about it. And
Yeah.
I
Be
think-
be someone's win.
Yeah,
Be
be
your win.
someone's
Like
win.
look for
Yeah.
them. They're. It's like when I just sat there and talked, and then I was like, "Oh, that's what it is."
Light bulb. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's just looking for the little things, and the little things are the big things.
Yeah.
Truthfully,
They are.
it's
Always.
our banger song. The surplus man lets his light shine. So
Yes. This little light of mine.
I know this should be our outro song, but
It's one of my favorite.
This might be a top 10 on the not artist list.
So good.
I know. Just love it. Big words for everybody this week.
Yeah. Be the light. Be the light in someone's life this week. So good.
Well, just waiting for, there's a couple more comments here, but it looks like we're almost wrapped up. I gotta let the song play out.
What's this new genre? What are we going to call it?
TNL.
It's like gospel DJ.
Yeah, gospel dance, EDM, Jesus M.
Yeah. Oh, one more in here. Sean, passed my rural real estate course, and my oldest made the Alberta Arctic Winter Games team and gets to.
Oh, yeah. And
Go
I
to the
get to
Yukon.
tag along.
Amazing. That's great news.
And on that, we love you guys.
We do.
See you next week. This doesn't seem like the exit.
Another Thursday done. Season 8 feeling great. TNL family, we love you.
Pass the bobbin to the left hand side. Pass the bobbin to the right hand side. Take a breath and enjoy the ride. TNL fam, we're by your side. fireflies, we shared the night. Dana guided the ship just right. Tim spun magic on the vice so clean. Season 8 rolling like a funky dream. The patterns dance, the laughter flowed. The TNL fam just stole the show. OQB forever, hearts align. Love people catch fish, that's a state of mind. Ooh, hearts align, love people catch fish, that's a state of mind. Pass the bobbin to the left hand side. Pass the bobbin to the right hand side. Thanks for coming, enjoy the night. TNL fam, you shine so bright. We're by your side, Oh, TNL family, we love you. Season 8 forever. Good night, everybody. See you next Thursday. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum bum.